live. Iftar just came in still. We was meant to break. We was meant to go like time ago, but
look at that timing.
Look at that time, and as soon as we go live, it's iftar time.
I bought you some stuff to break your fast with. So.
Oh yeah, mashallah.
These dates, I don't really like these ones.
Is HelloFresh worth the price? Absolutely. I just love the idea of having my meals planned and food shopping taken care of. And now that I've tried it for a few weeks, I can say that I actually save money with HelloFresh. This week, I ordered a herb chicken with lemon pepper fries, Middle Eastern chickpea bowl, and honey glazed salmon with roasted veggies. Before HelloFresh, the thought of planning and shopping for all the different ingredients would make me want to give up before it even started. And then I'd only use small amounts of each ingredient and wonder what to do with the rest, like the giant bag of spice I bought and never used again. What I love about HelloFresh is they only deliver what I actually need. For every recipe, all the ingredients come in just the right amounts. So there's...
What did you get?
You got Zamzam water?
Abroad.
I just come from, I was in Saudi, innit?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you done Umrah with Cousin Khan, innit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that today. Bismillah.
As a Zamzam. Bismillah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
But if you're anything like me, you need a shot.
Ginger shot.
The
I hate ginger shots.
Nah,
I can't
I
have it.
need that. You know your energy is low.
So you got Zamzam water?
Did you see the ginger shot? Maybe the one? The ginger shot?
أشهد أن لا
It's a proper one, yeah?
Zeno says you're very inspiring Muslim, Belal. Every Ramadan listen to your album. What do you mean by album? Like speeches?
Like poetry in the sheet.
أشهد أن لا
That's what I made him for.
It's a movie, yeah? Realistically.
I never had time for shoots. Chat, we're not telling you. You don't have a faith time, man. Send your iftar in the Discord.
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
How's Umrah?
To be honest, Umrah was beautiful. No, I've done Umrah. To be honest, I've done Umrah. Allah is kind, man. I've been invited to do Umrah at least, I think 13, 14 times.
You got Umrah 13 times.
About that, maybe more.
You go flipping. You go every year.
You know what? I went Umrah 2010 for the first time, yeah?
So in the last 14 years.
No, wait. And you see when you go for the first time, I had to question myself. And I said to myself, that feeling you get when you go there, it's unexplainable. Where I said, why have I not been coming? To where I said, every year now, I just want to go back, I want to go back. You know, like if your car's running out of petrol, and you need to find a petrol station.
Yeah.
And you fill up, that's it. Or your phone's dying, you got 2%. And you need a charger. And then you find a charger.
And that's the final petrol station.
That's what Umrah is. Umrah's the charger. Umrah's that petrol station. When you go there, you're low. You need a recharge. You need a boost. You need a lift. You go there and you just feel like it reminds you of what matters. It reminds you of what
So
matters.
you basically go every year then?
Except for in COVID, I didn't go. But yeah, I've been every year.
That is crazy. Wow. I'm done Umrah 13.
But this was nice, especially going with the brothers that, you know.
I've never met a man
There
who's
was-
done Umrah 30 times.
People ain't been, but I done Hajj once.
Oh, you done Hajj as well?
Yeah, Hajj
When
once.
did you do Hajj?
Hajj 2015.
Oh yeah.
That one's...
Well, what's actually the main difference between Hajj and Umrah? I did Umrah last year.
So Umrah, so you put on your ihram, and you went into Mecca, and you done your tawaf, you done Safa Marwa, and then shaved your head.
Yeah.
Your Umrah's complete.
Yeah.
Well, Hajj is 3 days.
Non-stop.
It's 3 days. So you're in your ihram for 3 days. So you go to Mina. After completing the Umrah, you then go to Mina.
Minna, what's Minna?
Mina is where all the tents are. and then you sleep in Mina. Everyone stays there.
So you don't go back
And
to
then
the hotel?
no, you don't. There's no hotel. You wake up the next day in Mina, and then you walk all the way to Jamarat. That's where the stoning is, and then you walk back.
The stone.
And then you walk back to Mina and you sleep in your tent. And that's it. You're just chilling in your tent all day. You're eating food. I had Sheikh Abdul Rashid Ali Sufi in my tent reciting Quran. So just listening. And then the next day you wake up in Mina, and it's like, let's go. We're going to walk, do the stoning again, and it's not.
So we see the stoning thing now. What's the story behind that?
The story behind it, so it's like, so you collect your stones during the day, innit? And it's like shaitan.
Oh, yeah.
It's like but there's more to it than that. But it's like, yeah, you're stoning the shaitan basically.
My mom used to tell me when I was younger, but I never understood.
Yeah. And then on the last day, you go to Arafat, and you go on the mountain, and you make dua basically from. We join our prayers, Dawah and Asr together, so you can make dua all the way till Maghrib.
What do you mean by that?
So it's like you want more time to make dua, and I'll be honest, when I went to Hajj, I was thinking that's a long time. What am I going to be making dua?
At Dura time, you pray Dura and Asr together.
And Asr together.
So then you have a bigger gap till Maghrib.
And then you just
making dua.
just making dua all that.
That's unlimited dua.
But I was thinking, wow, what am I going to say for so long?
That's what I'm saying. Because me personally, when I went Umrah, I was there for 10 days. I'm not gonna lie, I'm running out of du'as, bro. After that, the first few days.
But you know what?
After.
I'll tell you what's funny. I was sitting there, yeah. I mean, so everyone's making notes on what dua they want to make, what they want to do, who they want to make dua for, so they remember. And people have pads. I didn't have nothing like that. Then the sheikh said, "I know you guys have wrote a lot of what you want to make dua for, what you need, who you to remember, so you don't forget. But listen, guys, honestly." What do you really need? And you see when he said this, he said, what do you really need? Like, you've been invited here. We're so fortunate. What are we going to ask for? What do we need? And he starts getting emotional and he goes, listen, all we need is for God to forgive us and to give us paradise. He's like, break down. He goes, we don't need nothing else. You see when I heard that, he's like, what more do we need? Just forgive us and to give us paradise. I just said, you know what? Got up, walked to the mountain. I said, you know what do we really need? This job, this, that. As long as Allah forgives us for our sins and He grants us paradise, we're good. I said, you know what? He goes, throw away your books. And as in, like, what you want, that's all we need. So I went there, climbed on the mountain, I found my little spot, one up. Because now it's like, as men, we don't get vulnerable enough. It's like, yeah, this is time, man. It's time to get vulnerable now.
It's time to open up.
It's time to open up. And let me find my own spot. I need to have a conversation with my Lord. I sat on my mountain. No one was around. I could see everyone's around, but no one I know I can't see. I just remember putting my hands up. I started talking, bro. It just all come out. It's like
You cried.
It's like everything you held in your whole life from a kid. It's just coming out. And before I knew it, I just heard everyone loud crying, and the sun's coming down. It's mad. I don't know where the hours went. I swear down, I don't know where the hours went. Before I knew it, the sun come down.
So from Zura to Maghrib, they just went just like that.
It's just like that, from Dawah to Maghrib. And everyone's crying because they know now the sun's coming down, that's our time up. And then you go back to your group, and that night, when you leave the mountain, you go back to your group, you go to something called Muzdalifah, where it's like you sleep outside that night. You don't go back to your tent. And everyone just sleeps on the floor, just in the street anywhere. And I'm a man who finds it hard to sleep, so I'm thinking, how am I going to sleep this day? Where am I going to sleep? I just hit the floor. I was gone. Slept like nothing. And I just woke up Fajr time, people were down, everyone prayed, and that's it. That's when you complete your Hajj now. After that, then you go back and you shave your hair and all that, and then it's complete.
Yeah. So the Tarawaf is
it's like 3 days. Yeah, you can do that. You do that at the end. At the end, after the 3 days, we went back there and we done like a Umrah.
Oh, okay.
And then
I need to do that's my next. I've done Umrah during the last 10 nights, innit?
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy the last 10 nights.
yeah, but then your rewards are multiplied like crazy. Going out there during Ramadan's a time of mad blessings, like, yeah, so anything you do during that month, the rewards are multiplied. But one thing I noticed, that when you go, a lot of people comment on people who go to like Umrah and these religious places, and like, they say, "Wow, what's he doing there? He does this wrong, or he does that wrong. He's a sinner." And me personally, when I see them things, I say, "Right, it's so it's like someone said that it's like, so is these religious places only for people that are good, or is that not like a hospital for the sick? Like, because there was a brother that I knew that was mash up, like he's up to no good, he's doing everything wrong, and I'm saying to myself, we got to take him Umrah. He didn't want to go. He said, I'm too dirty. I sin too much. I drink. I go out. I don't deserve to be there. I'm saying, bro, you need to be there.
Yeah, it's for people. Like
it's for the sick. You need to get healed. It's a cleanse. He's like, nah, I don't want to go. He didn't want to go. His brother paid for him to come. And honestly, even in the airport, he was like this. Not coming to the desk.
He wasn't on it.
He weren't on it.
Is he Muslim, bro?
Yeah, he's Muslim, but he didn't want to go. He just felt like he
felt ashamed.
felt ashamed.
Yeah,
He sinned. He said, I sinned too much. And then we went there, and then on the aeroplane, he comes up to me and he says, I need to put my thing on. How do I do it? So I showed him how to do it, and then boy, this feels mad. I feel like a new baby. And I'm saying, yeah, don't worry. He's saying to me, what do I say when I get there? So I said, bro. He goes, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know this. I don't really know how to pray. I said, bro, don't tell me. Tell that to your Allah. Tell God. I said, open your heart. When you're making your tawaf, open your heart. I said, there's one dua you make from the Yemeni corner to Blackstone, like from the last part of the tawaf. It's like, and which is simple. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana, which is like, give us the best of this life, the best of the next life. Wa qina adhaban nar, protect us from the punishment of the fire. So just say that, but the rest of it, just talk to God. Just talk to God. Just say, I'm dirty, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm the worst. Just open your heart, be sincere. Religion is sincerity. I see we're walking around. Clocked him, because everyone's doing their own thing. I clocked him. Tears just falling down his face. I just see him like this, bawling. It touched me. I just kept going. I ended up making dua for him. Allah just touched his heart. Keep going round. I see him just bawling. Bro, the rest of the trip, this brother, changed man. I'm seeing him. Where are you? Oh, I'm just with some Malaysian brothers. Oh, beautiful brothers, you know. Yeah. These men are from Malaysia. Like, he's just chilling with everyone. He's all helping the security guards. Like, no. You're not allowed to do that, akhi. He's just like, I love it out here, you know. Can the man live here? Like,
that's how it gets, bro. You actually don't want to leave, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
It's too peaceful.
People think that it's not for people who. If you're a sinner, if you've got shortcomings, if you've got flaws, if you've got struggles, if you've got things you battle with, if you've got addictions, all of these, then it's for you to go and to say, oh God, forgive me, help me. You understand? Purification of the soul.
What about like the other way around? Yeah, because what I noticed when I came back from Umrah, it's like anything that I would do, the comments will be like, oh, I swear this guy went Umrah. How you doing this when you went Umrah? How you post something when you went Umrah? And I'm trying to say,
boy, you know what? This whole world, like when I come in there and say, this whole world of being live and being online, I think you just put yourself in the firing line anyway. So it just comes with it, man. You know, I think some people just speak for speaking's sake, but you know, we gotta like not have not saying don't pay it no mind, but don't have no hatred towards no one. Don't even mind. You know, one thing I noticed, you always gotta do your best and not worry about an ex-man, what he's saying or what he's doing. Even if they're wrong to you, you just gotta do your best, innit? That's the main thing.
That's true. Ramadan Mubarak though.
Yes,
Ramadan Mubarak, man. How have you found Ramadan? So what day is it? Day 5?
Yes, day 5. But you know what? Live stream, no live stream. Twitch, no Twitch. We have to pray Maghrib. We have to pray Maghrib.
It's true, before we actually.
And then come back. We say you don't want this one. I can't. Oh, actually, does anyone want this? Ginger shot. Healthy, it's healthy.
You don't want that.
But what is it? Before body does
Back here for a sipping thing, it's a shot. Yeah, see, you're not ready for them things.
Right, it's exactly that.
Trust me, that one there, have one of them a day, you'll be a new man in no time.
What is it though?
Ginger, black pepper, honey, stuff like that. Yeah, good for your gut and that, innit? Immune system and that.
That's shot.
That's what I need for my gut.
S?
Yeah.
No, why?
He called me like 11 minutes. I thought it was his.
Is S coming back? Yeah.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Shall I pick him up? Myself.
If he's here, really, I'm seeing him. I'm trying to pray with these ones. I'm going like that. What's that? Let me get some.
Saying Belal and Belal praying together.
That's why I say Billy. Nothing.
Yeah.
Call me Billy. And the other Billy as well.
Belal as well. Free
Belal
Belal praying together.
Belal keep.
Aye, free Belal praying together. That's really funny.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يهد ولا طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
break.
Heat up and that.
You need to heat it up, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Shaz, iftar
Eat
time.
everything, bro, yeah? Blood, eat everything.
Just Somali.
Yeah. Rice and meat, that's cool.
Alright, shot. So I'm looking, man. Make sure you guys get your iftars right. You get me, man. Make sure you guys pray your Maghrib. You finish your dicks? Did you want to go?
No, I'm alright. I'm ready for the food now.
Yeah, man. Alright, let's read what the chat is saying. Salam, bros. Hope the iftar was blessed. We're about to have it now. Please be respectful of every religion. Yeah, definitely. That was amazing, mashallah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You got the vocals on deck still. I'm not gonna lie. You got the vocals on deck, bro. I can't lie to you still. Subhanallah. Well, have you always had a good voice even before you?
Nah, you see, when I converted, especially Quran and stuff, it's like Arabic is not our language, innit?
Yeah.
So I remember struggling with the pronunciation and how, until at first I listened to someone called Mashar Rashid Al-Farsi a lot. So I used to listen to him so much and try and go along with him just to get used to it. And then when I went to Egypt, I got a teacher and he come. And I remember when I first had my class with my teacher, I said, yeah, I know Fatiha, I know these surahs. He says, okay, let me hear. We'll start from the beginning. I said, no, we can start from there because I already know that. He says, let me hear. And I remember I said, I must have started like Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He said, what? He said, let me hear it again.
You're missing
And
out.
I had to go again. He started saying, nah, what's Raq? He says, Rahma. And he was saying, be careful because if you just one thing, you're changing a whole word. You're changing a whole meaning of a word. So I had to really
Jukes 108 says, how was the people around you initial reaction to when you converted to Islam, and how did it make you feel?
And I took some time, so yeah, it was nice. It was nice, and that helped me. And then I just
so you actually just learned it to read like from scratch.
I had the teacher. So the teacher was just teaching me, and they make you repeat everything. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Like, and I have to keep going. Rabbil
says, tell Muslim Belal that he gave me the motivation to keep going in my religion.
Because I was saying Rak.
Now Rak is crazy. Rak is crazy.
So all of this, you have to, and it's like understanding where it comes from. So yeah, I was learning, but it's still difficult. It's still difficult, you know.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Me personally, that's the part I struggle with, like in terms of like the actual proper pronunciation, like the, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like the intricacies of it.
You got to take time out. With everything, you got to take time out.
Yeah, no, I need to start learning it. I need to learn it still. Chuck says, how did the people around you initial? He didn't even word it properly. He's basically trying to say, what was the people around you initial reaction when you converted to Islam, and how did it make you feel?
Do you know what? To be honest, like, initially it was like, wow. Remember, like, you're a Muslim, because it was like people thought that was a religion for Arabs and Asians.
Yeah.
So at first it was like, remember, this is 2002, so it was very rare to see like a young black Muslim. And then over a period of time, many of us that grew up in what we would call struggle. You need something. You're searching for something, innit? So we're thinking, how do we get out? Like, there's this mentality of getting out. You understand? It's like, you know, we need to get out. We need to make it out one day. And I think the way we believed we'd get out was by making money. And you do that by any means necessary. So we're trying to get money by any means necessary. And then along that journey, you start realizing that's not fulfilling. You need something, some hope. So yeah, some sort of purpose. Like, what's the purpose in life? What are we living for? And I think when I found Islam, it was like so fulfilling that people saw like, right, he's found a purpose, where it made a lot of people's reaction wasn't negative. It was more like, bro, what books are you reading? I want to read a book like that. And like, right, let me get one of them books. And people might have thought like in the ghetto or in the street it was a fashion. It's not a fashion. Man are lost. And it looks like a fashion, 100%. It looked like a trend, but really the truth is, people are lost.
Yeah, it's true.
Are lost. Man's single, mum, parent, you understand? Not raised properly. So if you see someone,
it's like people are looking for like they want to like feel like they belong in some sort of community.
So guidance is needed, and it's like they need something. What have you got to hold on to? And especially when you don't have family structure, so when you see someone who looks like they have a connection with God, it's like makes you go, raw, I want some of that. And that's what made it spread a lot.
And also when you see the peace it brings to that person, like
You see the peace. You see the peace, you see that connection, it spreads a lot. And a lot of people, so I would say from between 2002, 2004, the reaction was so positive. So many people wanted to become Muslim. Like, so many people.
You know what it is? Let's try to kind of go back to the beginning, from the start of your story.
Yeah.
So first thing first, where were you like born and raised? Where you grew up? And
Me?
what's your ethnicity as well? What's your background?
Jamaica, mum and dad's Jamaica. Dad's mixed with Chinese.
Huh?
Yeah. So dad's...
That's Jamaican and Chinese?
Yeah, that's a common thing though. Jamaican Chinese is common.
How did that happen, bro?
The Chinese are in Jamaica, hard. Petrol stations, supermarkets, yeah, chin. So that's why, I'm chin, yeah.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Now you say I kind of see a little bit.
Yeah, so yeah, dad's mixed Chinese Jamaican. Yeah.
I didn't know that was common still. So
They're both born and raised over there.
Okay.
And I was raised in South London, Gypsy Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm from Gypsy Hill, and then just me and my mum really. Me, my mum, and my older sister.
And how old are you?
Me, I'm
but see when a man starts his age with bro.
I was gonna say I'm like 20 years older than you. That's why I said
You're
I'm
pushing
like
40.
What? I'm gone past 40.
Swear down.
Me, yeah, I'm gone past 40.
Nah, you know what I gotta give to you, bro.
Yeah, I've
I
lived.
swear down, I'm not gonna lie, act like if you told me 30s, I would have believed you.
No, I've lived.
I was spending here
I'm
like
on
20.
the full floor now. Yeah.
That's crazy. I allow you to spend here like 28, 29, bro.
No, I'm 40.
You know what it is? I did notice grey hairs in there a little bit.
Yeah.
But like,
but the hair's there. That's the main thing.
Yeah, from a distance, I would have said that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro's got a better hairline than me, bro, and he's like twice my age.
That's the main thing.
That is crazy. So like, what era was it that you grew up in? Was it like 80s, 90s?
Yeah, so I'm 82. So I was raised in the 80s, and like I said, things were different. Like, you know, there was less role models and less opportunities. So you don't really see like, there's a man who does live streaming. I might take that route, or this person does that. Let me take that route. Or there was nothing unless you was gonna become an athlete. It was like that was the only way you was gonna get it.
Even then, there's only really John Barnes.
It was rare. It was rare. You might see Frank Bruno boxing and John Barnes, but it was rare. So I think we didn't have much role models then, but we wanted to make money by any means necessary. And in 1998, it was a struggle. And then in '98, I got my first film. BBC was shooting a film in Brixton, Angeltown, about young bad kids in a children's home, and it was an open audition because they're saying most of the actors were too polished, but they want someone who's got raw and looks authentic. So they came around the areas and said, we want, and my mum said, you know, your mum always believes in you. My mum said, go. So I went.
But was there anything that you were doing before that was similar, or that your first time? You might as well bring out this white table, you know?
Nah.
You know that circle white table?
Yeah. Nothing.
So
I'm saying, but I done something in school, you know, like a Christmas play. So my mum saying, but you was good in the Christmas play, let's go. And I'm saying, Mum, I'm not a proper act. Yeah, but the Christmas, I said I play Father Christmas. Man's walking around with it. But you know, your mum will believe in you.
No,
so mum took me there and said, let's do it. And then,
I was giving him a bit of space to put in front of us.
yeah, I ended up getting this role.
I tried the iftars on the way.
What's that, Jamaican patty?
Yeah.
Allah.
Jamaican patty and Somali food, yo, from the east to the west.
I'm not sure about the banana with the rice.
Yeah, but I don't know about the banana.
That's optional.
That's optional.
Love that. Thank you. MashaAllah. So we got the iftar. Let's talk them through this one. Iftar quickly. But what's on the plates? We got the barista, the hilib. What's that?
Salad, isn't it?
No, the bread things. That roti.
It's like some pancake thing they do, man. I don't know what you want to call it. They call it like sawaya or something.
So we got the get them, man. My bad for cutting you off, bro. Continue what you were saying.
No, so
you done the audition, the open audition.
Yeah, so I got a role in a film.
Yeah.
After getting that film, I think that was like a turning point for me, because now I started to see how people lived outside of my world, estate world and that. So I started seeing like, right, okay, there's other opportunities. I'm on a film set. And to be honest, then, remember, we didn't have much stars. Not like now you can think of stars from all over, like young black stars or whatever. Then the time I'd see someone on TV that resembled me was, there was a show called Desmond's or something. That was it. Other than that, there was no YouTube, nothing. So that was a big thing to get that film.
So
To experience.
What was like the reaction from the people around you?
Yeah, that was mad.
So
That was mad. Like, I go to that shopping centre, I go, why is on TV? Because it's a big thing then. Even if it's just like, why is on TV? You're on TV. I had loads of people following me.
And did you understand how big of a deal that was at the time?
Yeah, so what that was is, and then the money, whether you're getting £500, £1,000 every week, that money's going in your account for why you're.
That's a lot of money.
It says, what advice would you give to someone who was lost in his deen and wants to find his deen and place in life again?
But I think experiencing all of that so early, sitting in, getting picked up by a Mercedes S-Class, taken to work, experiencing that early, and it was me and Waters, you know, Ashley
How
Waters.
old you these times? Like 18?
No, 16.
15, okay.
15 turning 16, and Ashley Waters played the Shane in Top Boy. He got it as well.
Oh,
So me and him are in this film together.
You didn't, and you
He's
didn't
the
know,
same age as me.
and you didn't know him at this point.
We met at this thing, but me and him were similar, so we become close then.
Yeah, naturally.
And we was excited, like we're 15, 16. He's saying, "Raw, we got a trailer with our name on it. We turned into our little room, put our speaker system. I used to bring in the jungle tapes and listen to like the MCs and all of that. So that was us. And then I feel like I realised from early that there was something missing no matter what I achieved in life. No matter how much money you get, no matter how famous you get or status, there's always an emptiness. And that emptiness is what led me to, remember that's 16, by 17, 18, 19, I started questioning what's our purpose, what are we here for.
Okay. So you're saying that you was making money, you had the status, like you was on TV, but you still felt like something was missing. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Something's missing. No matter what you have, you could chase. It make us think that success is measured by wealth. So we chase wealth and status. But then you see so much people with wealth and status, how depressed and stressed they are.
They're more depressed and stressed than broke people.
You know what I mean? There's much suicide. Like, it's people who have got fame and they can't cope. So it's not actually the true success. I would say now the real success is peace. I chase peace. How I'm at next man. How you see a next man chasing money, that's how I chase peace.
How do you chase peace though?
Because you got to know what does peace look like to you first, and then you got to go for that.
What does it look like to you?
So like everything down to like where I live, being able to go walk out of my house every day, and my surroundings are beautiful, like nature, and you know I'm not gonna get, you understand, interrupted. My peace ain't gonna be interrupted too easily.
Right, interesting stuff. But I was gonna say again, was, so when you're 18, 19, you reach a point in life, where like you said you're still looking for something more. You feel like something was missing. You look for that purpose, innit? So like, what made you? And then how long was it from that point until you realized that Islam was the purpose? Was it a short bit of time?
Yeah, because I already believed in God.
Okay.
So I was already close to God. Remember, I grew up in the church as well.
Okay. Then.
Jamaican parents. My punishment, if I do something wrong, my mum say, go to your room and do the Lord's Prayer.
Swear down.
Memorize it. Go and memorize the books of the Bible. So I grew up believing in God and having that connection with God. And when you ain't got nothing, you need some sort of hope. So when we used to go through problems, first thing I do is pray to God. Help us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, help. That's a normal poor person's manual. So I grew up believing in God. That was normal. And then I think that when 17, 18, 19, a lot of us put on the front, innit? acting like everything's happy, everything looks glamorous, everything looks good. But I knew deep down, I'm not content. I'm not happy. I lay down in my bed and no one's around. I knew there was an emptiness inside.
How do you know?
You feel it. You feel incomplete. The heart doesn't feel at ease. And then I realized that you can't, the heart's never going to feel content unless it has a relationship with the one who created the heart. You need to really connect with your creator, or you're always going to feel an emptiness. Always going to feel an emptiness.
So tell me about you stumbling across Islam then. Was Islam even a prominent thing? Man.
No.
Are you, man? Yeah. Was Islam even a prominent thing like, where you're from at that time? So
no.
So how do you stumble across Islam?
I was more like, I believe in God, but religion's kind of man-made. I grew up in the church, but who knows if that's the true religion. This is how I was thinking at 15, 16, 17. As I thought to myself, just because I'm from the UK, and my parents are Jamaican, I'm a Christian. But if I was born in this place, I would have been a Muslim. And if I was born there, what do we do? Just inherit religion? Or do we actually go out and search for what's the true religion? Or is it just something we inherit? So I said, you know what? I'm not no religion. I'm just like, I believe in God.
You're freelance.
Yeah, I believe in God. I know God exists. But then, I said that to a man who's a Muslim. And he said, you sound like a Muslim. I said, how? Ain't that them Arab and Asian? He says, research what a Muslim is. You said you just believe in God and worship God alone. Research what a Muslim is. So I said, but don't Muslims pray to some different person? That's what you think, innit?
That's what a lot of people
Don't
think.
they pray to who's? And I was saying, and then goes what? And then goes, and then I realized that Arabic language, if I say I'm a Muslim, I'm speaking Arabic. Muslim is an Arabic word term. But if you say the whole sentence in English, I'm one who surrenders to God. He said, that's what you're saying. You're saying you just want to surrender to God alone. And all the messengers, well, I grew up learning about this from Noah, Abraham, Moses.
Exactly.
So they all said, they come to the people, when God creates the heavens and earth, they come to the people and say, there's a God above the heavens. Like, don't worship the sun. Don't worship statues or idols or this magic, sorcery. Worship the God above the heaven. When you have good, thank the God. That's all they said. That was one simple message, to worship God, turn to God. So I started saying, so basically be Muslim. Be one who submits to God. So yeah, it was very simple.
That's interesting. So what, you see when you first started doing research into Islam, like, what was like the things that surprised you the most? Like, because obviously like, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of things that people wouldn't know until they actually do research. You get me? So when you first started researching Islam, like, what were like the foundings that you found that kind of made you think, wow, like, I never knew this.
I think it was, I felt cheated.
In what sense?
Like, I didn't know it was what it was. I didn't know how simple it was. Like that.
Well, did you know any Muslims before you converted?
No, and then I didn't know. Well, I realized I knew them after, as in when I think back.
Go on.
No, thanks. When I think back, yeah, I go, Selma in school was a Muslim then. Wakas was a Muslim, but I didn't know. Like, do you understand? And but yeah, my friend's older brother, a guy called Ismail, he was a Muslim, but he weren't born as a Muslim, so he's like the person who taught man everything from the beginning foundation.
You must be so proud to see how far you've come, though.
Boy, we're all on a journey, you know.
Beautiful story. What's the chat saying? Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam to you. Adzum says he's watching from Medina. MashaAllah.
Medina.
I remember when I went Medina. Medina's the one place that when I went there, I generally did not want to leave. Like,
And Medina's beautiful.
There's just something in the air. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something in the air that see. When you go there, you don't want to leave.
Well, someone's in Medina watching your stream.
Yeah.
That's cold. Can you read that? That shows how bad my eyes are. I can't even read what's going on up there.
Success is when you find out the meaning of life.
Imagine not knowing what you're living for. That's what a man asked me. He said, let me ask you, what's your purpose in life? I know when you're young, you think you know a lot.
What do you say?
And it's there, everyone's there, we're in the studio. enough of us. This is where we used to all chill out, hang out in the studio, the lab. And I'm saying, wow, what's the purpose of life? I'm saying, wow, it's a simple question. What's the purpose of your life? And think to yourself, how can we know so much? How can we walk around these streets with our chest so big, like, but we don't even know what we're living for? That made me just feel so small and like
you do so much.
Want to fold up and say, well, I don't even know. What is the purpose of life? And he says, where do you come from? Why are you here? And where are you going? And you know the normal mind would think, yeah, I come from my mom, I'm just here. Said, no. So you come from a God, a creator. You're here. When you leave here, you're going to return to that God, that creator. So the purpose while you're here, and the way he broke it down was to do the things that impresses that God, that creator. Do the things that's pleasing to that God, that creator. So that when you return to him, he was pleased with you. You spent your time well, and you get your reward. You get your book in your right hand, and now you're rewarded for that which you done. And you know, but you know we're ignorant. So we.
Jumma back to UT. Ramadan back to UT. Just after love. I'll be a nice true though, man. So obviously, like you said, so what year was it that you actually officially converted?
2002.
Right, that's the year before I was born, literally. So talk to me about the journey of you actually converting, like the day. Let's talk about the day specifically. Were you nervous?
The day I done it, yeah. I remember, because I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't know I was gonna do it that day.
What's right now? So how did that happen?
Nah, you know, like I knew it was the truth now, and I would say to people like, I need to become Muslim soon. I want to become a Muslim soon. I need to. But you don't ever think tomorrow. You just say soon. Until I learned the word inshallah. Man say inshallah. And I'll be like, yeah, inshallah. So every time I used to see this brother, Ismail, he say, you ready? I say, soon, inshallah. He's like, alright. But I never thought I was going to do it today, because you're scared, innit?
Yeah, it's a big jump.
It's a big jump. So much changes. You think like, what if I do that? Then everyone's going to say, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. So I was like, no, I'm not ready. You know, you think you're not ready, because if I do it, I want to do it properly.
Yeah.
So, and then he must have said to me one time, don't die unless you die in a state of Islam, of submission. And that's he says it's an ayah from the Quran, from Surah Imran. Don't die unless you die in a state of submission. So like, he goes, you don't know, death is the only thing promised, the only guarantee in life. I might say, you know what, I'll come and link you next week. We don't know if we're going to do that. I might say, I'm going to do, we don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to make it home today. The only thing that's a guarantee is that we're all going to die. One day we're all going to die. So he says, don't play with that. And don't die unless you die in a good state. I was thinking, raw. Anyway.
That's deep though.
I had a dream the day before I took my Shahada. In the dream, I got shot.
Huh?
I got shot in the dream. In the dream, I got shot, yeah. But I remember, like, things was happening, and it's like, you always think, like, is it real? And then I remember panicking, and I was in an ambulance, and they're saying, stay down, Mr. Chin, we'll be there soon. But I'm saying, I remember saying in the dream, I don't care if I die. I just need to take my Shahada. I need to become a Muslim first. I need to. And they're going, huh? We can't hear you. We'll be at the hospital soon. Stay with us. And I'm going, I need to become a Muslim. I don't care if I die. I need to become a Muslim. And I'm panicking and I'm thinking, take me to Ismail's house. I can become a Muslim. I need to. And they go, we'll be at the hospital soon. And it felt real. Like I'm in this ambulance. I'm sweating. Woo, woo. It felt like you've been in a dream when it feels real.
Yeah, bro, it feels.
Hey, you're in that moment.
And you can never move as well.
And then I wake up the next day and I'm like, you know, you need a few seconds to like
to make sure it's a dream. You touch your chest and that.
It was just a dream. And when I realised it's just a dream, it's like, let me just go have a shower, get ready for my day. But I said, I want to go and tell Ismail about this dream. So I've gone to check him, and there's something he said to me after. I told him about the dream, and he said to me, while you was dreaming, you were stressed, you was panicking, you was sweating, you was thinking, this is so real. And then as soon as you woke up, you say, it was just a dream, and you got on with your life. Let me go have my shower, freshen up, go. He said, that's exactly what this life is like. He said, right now while you're in this life, you're stressed about everything. You're panicking about everything. You're worried about everything. When you die and you go to the grave, they say the person in the grave looks back at this life the same way the person who wakes up looks back at a dream. Because the angel will come to you. This is in Quran. The angel will come to you when you're in the grave and ask you, how long was you in that life for? And it says you will answer a day or part of a day. That's it. That's how we will look back. Was it a day or part of the day?
That's how quick it felt.
That's how quick it felt.
Wow.
So he said, so look, and I started thinking, he goes, so what are you worried about? All this fuss. And when he said that, I said, you know what? He goes, you think this world is everything and I'm worried. All that matters is getting close to God. And so I said, you know what? I'm ready to become Muslim now. And he said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it. And I stood up and he hugged me. He said, let's go. And we went to the mosque in Streatham, but it was closed because it was not prayer time. So then he was like, do you know what? I've got a brother in Lewisham. Because there's another mosque that we're close to, Lewisham Mosque, that we was close to the imam there and the community there. So we went Lewisham, and a brother called Uncle Yasser, he used to always have his house open for the young brothers to come in. So I remember going there and I had grey night tracksuit, Air Max 90s on. I remember it like it was yesterday.
The whole fit, you know.
Grey night tracksuit, Air Max 90s. I walked in. I remember everyone's shoes was at the front. So I said, right, I have to take our shoes off. Gone in. Everyone was sitting on the floor. He said, yeah. And he said, I got a brother here who wants to become Muslim, take his Shahada. And they said, you want to eat first? They brought food for us to eat.
So I want to know, how was you feeling on the inside? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Were you confused?
So now I was nervous a bit.
Yeah, of course.
I was nervous a little bit. And I remember we was eating, and you're like you're so confident outside usually, but now it's like I'm shy, and they were going, come on brother, we're eating, and they were all eating from one plate. I remember thinking like, but don't I get my own plate?
And
they're using their hands and all of that, and I'm thinking, right, is this normal? But I'm so shy and nervous. The brother saying, come, eat. And I'm eating, and then after we ate, I remember the brother Kamari just sat opposite me and he says, repeat after me. And I said it. And then the Shahada. And I remember there was something on the TV in the house, yeah? And you see how Allah guides. It was a black man. And he was saying, everything that submits to the will of God is a Muslim. The trees are a Muslim. I remember that was on. It was a talk by a brother called Khalid Yassin called The Purpose of Life. He says, Jesus is a Muslim. This is a Muslim. Everything that submits to God is a Muslim. And as that was playing, it's like it gave me comfort, especially him being a black man as well. And then I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I said it. I said the Shahada. And then I remember the nerves I felt before, there's a different feeling after. I felt, to be honest, I felt bulletproof after that. I walked outside and I felt like,
felt complete.
I'm ready. Even if I die now, I feel like I'm in a clean state now. You know, I'm not scared now. I felt amazing after that.
MashaAllah. What a story.
But then it's hard to. That's when the journey really begins.
Literally.
That's when the journey really. People say, "What's your journey to Islam?" I said, "The journey starts the day you take your Shahada." Because now Shaitan's like, "Okay, so you think you're going straight to Jannah? All right." But Shaitan is this devil. Remember, he started as one of the angels, you know, that's cursed out because of his arrogance. I remember this Shaitan has said, okay, I'm going to distract your mankind. He made a promise. I'm going to attack them from every angle until they come off the straight path. So you see, when he sees a man trying to do good, that's when they say that it comes, it starts whispering in the airs. It starts, you understand? So the battle starts, the journey starts, and don't ever think you're too good, like, yeah, I'm alright now. I'm practicing. I'm gonna teach everyone else. Nah. Shaitan will, as soon as you think you're there, that's already a problem.
Show you why you're still a
Shaitan will show you why you're small. And thinking you're there is already a sign of arrogance anyway.
Wow. So, one thing that you mentioned there is like you was kind of saying about like how I'll take on I'm ready, or you were talking about how like you wanted to make sure that you was ready before you took a Shahada. Like that's something I had commonly when I talk to like people that are trying to convert to Islam, but they're kind of delaying it because of they think that what's the point of me being a Muslim if I'm still going to be sinning, so like, what do you have to say to those people that are like wary of converting because they feel like there's no point of being Muslim if I'm still going to sin?
I'll say like, you see, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, his wife Aisha, she said, if they came to us with the rules first, we would have all ran away. First, we had to learn faith. So when Islam, you know, the Quran was revealed through periods. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gone to Mount Hira, it's come to him in stages. The Meccan period, the Medina period, it didn't just come ram in one go. So the first period is all about faith. So first they had to learn faith. It wasn't the rules straight away, because you have to like build a relationship first. You have to start praying. You have to get close to God. You have to know who Allah is, why you're worshipping Him. Build that relationship, and then, because you see, once you've got a relationship, alright, simple maths. Once you've got a relationship, the rules in that become easy. So like now, if someone you've got a strong relationship with, like your mum or something, calls you and says, I need this from you, you'll drop everything for her, because that's my mum. I've been through this, my mum done this for me. So you built out that relationship, and it's the same with Allah, with God. If you don't build a relationship with Allah, you're not going to feel like doing anything. Everything's going to seem hard and difficult. But the more you build a relationship, the more you fall in love, everything will come easy.
So you're saying they should just focus on the faith first?
Focus on the faith first, because the rules straight away will make you run away.
Yeah, it's true.
It makes you run away, so you got to focus on your faith first. And once you build up your faith, start praying, do things like fasting, brings you closer to God, do charity, do all of this kind of stuff, and then you're going to build a relationship with God. And once you build that relationship with God, then the rules, you start asking, what more can I do to please Him? And the things that you do that are displeasing to Him are going to fall heavier on your conscience, because now you've got more faith. So that's what it is. It's a conscience thing. When you've got a relationship, you feel bad when you do something, like not behind God's back, but imagine you doing wrong and you know God, you feel bad. It's like your friends. When you build a relationship with a friend or whatever, it's the same thing. If you don't know someone, you feel less guilty. It's a natural thing.
It's true. And also, one thing I do say to a lot of non-Muslims that are on the verge of converting is like, it's about how merciful Allah is. I don't think they realize that. Maybe because of like, from the outside looking in, a lot of them might feel like, oh, Islam's a very strict religion and Muslims are very this and that, but they don't realize that the God we serve is the most merciful.
Yeah. You don't have to. Listen, I felt like that. I was like, but I'm not going to be the and they say, listen, it's better that you're taking part. You know, when your school teacher says it's a taking part that counts. If everyone's running on sports day and there's a kid who's coming last and everyone's running at that kid who's last, the teacher's going to say, well, it's better that he's last than you lot are just sitting there laughing. It's the taking part that counts. And that's mercy, innit? Right? And the teacher's going to say to him, it doesn't matter if you came last, you've done well. That's the mercy, innit? But everyone's on the sidelines laughing. They're the clowns. So this is like, in faith, you see a man, you might see a man at the back, but he's trying. At least he's taking part.
His heart's in the right place.
These are all on the sidelines just commenting. It's the taking part that counts. What are you doing? You're not even trying. So your opinions are right. So don't even worry about like not being perfect. You know, we've got to strive for excellence and try our best, but taking part that counts. Try your best.
Enjoy your food though, man. Let me read the chat. Enjoy your food. Food looks yummy and the food's length, so I can't lie. Are you rating it?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good mixture of everything.
It is, though, I can't lie. Alright, chat. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Dua means invocation to call out, and it's an act of supplication. Yeah. How are you, Billy? Alhamdulillah, I'm good still. I'm full already, man. It always happens to me every day, bro. I'll be starving the whole day. Then I'll have 2 bites and I get full already. Yeah. Happens all the time. Maybe I'm praying to Subhanallah. Yeah, man. I'm more. Read the room more, man. Man saying why? Allow me that, man. There's no Y's in Islam, bro. It's only an I, S, L, A, and an M, bro.
Why?
There's no Y's in Islam still.
Why is Islam still?
Well, what's Islam like in Jamaica though? Is it strong?
It's growing. It's growing. I'm going back weekend anyway. So it'll be my first time being out there in Ramadan to see what's going on.
Okay. I never really I never really knew that many Jamaican Muslims. I can't lie to you. Really seen them.
Nah, it's growing. It's growing.
Mashallah. Fastest growing religion in the world, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's been like that for like. And when I was young, like whenever I used to see that on the TV, fastest growing religion in the world, it always made me feel like, yeah, like I'm on the right team. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Well, it's the religion that when you go and search religions with an open mind, you'd always go to that one because it's quite pure. You know.
They're saying you're goated. Bro's got aura. The Ummah is truly wide. What are guys eating? We got some Brits and Hilly, we got some Jamaican patties, we got some shani, we got banana,
Mixed
no,
up.
no lava. You get me? What's the shaitan and jinn or an angel? It was an angel, man.
Well, I booked some dessert things for you. Like.
Come
No
on.
tea. You know about these?
So he brought some hazelnut, hazel chocolate. He brought some hazel chocolate.
That dessert's good, you know. That with a tea, you're nice. I don't. That with a tea. Any
Block
tea.
out the brand because they're not sponsoring this, but yeah.
Any tea, man.
Some hazel lava
Get me.
chocolate. Muslim banana is amazing. Oh yeah. I know if you want to ask about
You're not ready for that. Too young for them snacks.
For what?
The pistachio nuts and all that.
Yeah, I'm not pistachio.
I'm grown enough for this.
Yeah, that was
I'm
it.
though.
I was gonna ask you about your name. Obviously Belal.
Yeah.
Who was it? Ishmael that gave you the name or not?
Nah, so when I took my Shahada,
Yeah.
what's your name? I said Ashley. I said Ashley, it sounds like a girl's name. Nah. And he said, bro, don't you want a name like a more Islamic kind of name, you know, with a meaning? I said, yeah, of course. How do I do that? He said, you know, there's a book here. Where's that book? And they went on the shelf. Said, look, book of Islamic names. I said, just look through and pick one. So I opened the book and I'm looking through. But then the man who gave me Shahada says, no, I got a name for you. I said, you got a name for me? He said, yeah, I got a name for you, please. I'm thinking, you know what? I'd rather look through the book and pick my own name because it's not every day you get to pick your own name. He says, no, please, brother, let me give you this name. I says, okay, what name is it? And he says, Bilal.
Of course you're gonna say that.
But listen,
Of course you're gonna say that.
at the time, I'm thinking, who's Bilal? Why? And he said, this name suits you.
Of course you're gonna say that.
I was thinking, and then he explained the story of Bilal. Alhamdulillah. He says he's a black slave. And like one of the first to accept Islam. And then he used his voice to call to prayer. They call him Mu'addin Rasul, like he done the Adhan, the call to prayer. So they said, and then the man said to me, there's something about your voice, I feel like you're going to use it to call to good. So then I said, you know what? And brother Ismail looked at me and said, that's your name. I said, you know what, I'm going to take it. He said, research Bilal.
We got the same name still.
But then I said, what, can I have 2 names? He said, yeah, you can have 2 if you want. Because I said, you know, like a first name and a surname. So I looked through the book and I said, yeah, so maybe I'll pick like Hamza. And then I said, that was like a lion. And then I saw Taymeh, Sufyan. I was just looking through the name. And then I said, the man said, no, stop looking at the ones that sound nice. Go for the meaning, bro. And then when he said that, I saw Muslim. And when I saw Muslim, I said, what, can you have that as a name? Because it means once you surrender to Allah. I said, because if he said, yeah, you can have that as your name. This brother's called Islam. I said, well, if you're going for meaning, I want that name then. Because that's me. I'm just ready to surrender to God now.
And that's how.
So he said, all right, so now we'll call you Belal Muslim. I said, bro, I'm going to take Belal. Let's go in second. We're going to call me Muslim Belal. And that's how it come. And then from then, in that community and area, everyone used to call me Muslim. Or they call me Muslim Belal. Until when I went to Egypt to live, I think when people ask me what's your name, I say Muslim. They'll be like, you are a Muslim or your name is... and I was just like, bro, just call me Belal. So then from then now, my name's kind of just Belal.
How can you spell it like that though, with the E and the A?
Do you know what? Because in Egypt, there was a football player, Ahmed Bilal, he played for Al Ahly. And he spelled it, Ahmed, his back of his shirt was B-E-L-A-L. So remember all these man's just learning everything. So I thought that's how it's spelled then, Bilal. Yeah.
That's a beautiful name. I'm not like when I was younger.
Yeah. I'm happy with that name.
When I was younger, my mom like told me the meaning of the name. I just felt special. I just felt like raw. Like I'm trying to say. And every time I get into an Uber, I tell the Uber driver, they want to see on the app your name in it. So mashallah, you're Belal. And then bro, every Uber they want to give me a lecture on my name. Like, I don't already know. It kills me, bro.
I like the name.
But talk to me about Egypt though, man. At what point in your life did you move to Egypt and why?
Egypt 04, do you know what?
04, yeah.
The truth is, I let you in on not a secret, but the truth is, it weren't like fully, I want to go and study.
Okay.
You got to know your intentions. Truth is, I was aware of my surroundings, and I know that I had a bad routine. Not bad, but like, it's hard to change, innit? You see, if you're into certain things, you got certain people that you're used to the same phone calls will come every day. Yo, where you? Like it's routine, it's normal. And if something's happened, yo, where are you? Things just happen. We need this, we need that. Do you understand? Like it's always. So I'm so used to these calls. I'm used to this pattern. I'm used to these routines that I feel like I needed to change my routine. I needed to change my surroundings. I needed to change my circle. I think I love my friends to bits. I don't think there was anything wrong with them. But I knew where I wanted to go in life.
The journey that you was on.
If I want to get to where I want to get to, I need to change my surroundings. And I knew I can't change it just by saying, I'm not about,
Yeah. You have to review.
I'm a realist. I knew, like, if I get a phone call, a man says, right, this just happened, where are you? We're gonna have to. Everything you're gonna have to go and. So I just said, I need to change my surroundings, so I don't get the same invitations, so I don't get the same phone calls. You understand? So I was like, at first I went to London Central Mosque, and I remember saying to the Imam, "Can you teach me?" So he started teaching me. Twice. I said, "Just teach me. I want to learn." I remember saying, "I don't know nothing. All I know is Salaam Alaikum and Fatiha." And like the basics. I want to learn though. I need to know more. And he started saying, you know what? Come to my office. He said, come here on a Wednesday and a Sunday. So I used to go to his office and he said, let's learn some basic Quran so you could pray at least properly. So I done that with him. And then after doing that, he must have said, you're distracted. I remember I was going class one day and it was prayer time. So I had to pray. I was late. I stopped in the mosque and prayed and parked up and I'm wearing my gown. So I felt good them days. Like put on my phone today, go class. And as I ran out the mosque, I ran into the car. I see a girl that I used to like when I was young. And she see me. She's gone, Ashley. She's run and gave me a big hug. So I was thinking, oh my, like I'm in the gown. I just come out the mosque. And I remember my whole body heated up. Like, and it's like she didn't see that. She's like, how you been? And she's like, wow, what's your number? I ain't seen you for long. You're looking well. And I was like, wow, this is mad. So I said, yeah, take my number. Call me, yeah? And then I got into the car and I said, nah, what am I doing? Just put on my Quran. Started driving to my class. But then I got a phone call from one of my friends, Bird. I remember he said, yo, put it on Choice FM. That used to be like Capital Extra. Choice FM, they're playing you. I said, what? Because I used to rap as well. They're playing one of your song. So I said, what song? And I remember they were playing one of my songs, and the woman saying, yeah, that was the latest one from SMS Smalls. We hope to hear some more from him. I said, raw. They played my rhythm. Because I didn't get radio play. That's the truth. So I was like, raw. So now I'm distracted double, driving to my Quran class. And I said, raw, I might need to go back in the lab. And so I get to the class, and my teacher's teaching me. And while he's teaching me, my phone's going, vroom, and I'm just checking it. Wow, is that the girl? You know, like I'm just thinking, is that her? And then I'm going, nah, it's not her. And it's like I'm in the class, but I'm not in the class.
Yeah. Your
head's not there. I'm thinking about, is this girl gonna text? I need to get out of it. I've got 2 missed calls. One of them, I don't know who it is. That might be her. I'm just thinking I need to get out of this class. And the teacher's trying to teach me, and he's going, Bilal. Waylul kulli humazatil, and I'm going, waylul. I'm just thinking, raw. And then he said to me, you know what? You're distracted. He told me, and he says, you've got potential, but your world around you is distracting you. He says you need to remove yourself from the world and go somewhere else. I said, like where? And I said, where are you from? He said he was Egyptian. Okay. He said, go to Egypt. These time, man, never travelled. Never.
Right, anyway.
Never travelled. Mum couldn't afford holiday.
How old are you?
I'm 21 or something like
you
that.
never left the country?
Never left. I think my mum and that took me Jamaica when I was about 4 years old. Okay. But I don't remember it. So they're like, yeah. He's like, go Egypt. I'm saying, well, what's Egypt like? Is that going to be like living on a desert?
Yeah, that's what you think.
You just think, and then he explained, and believe it or not, I had this conversation with him on a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. By the Tuesday, I was in Egypt.
Swear down.
Yeah.
No rampant.
You put the flag that quickly.
I just said, you know what? I need it. Yeah, I want this. I need
you didn't
this.
even plan like wait like
nah,
how
I
you
need
gonna
this.
stay?
I went to, you know how I booked my flight? I went in, and when I was driving home from the class, I was thinking what he was saying, and I drove past somewhere in Victoria to go back to South. You go over past Victoria, over Vauxhall Bridge, cut towards Brick. So I saw this place. It said STA Travel. I was like, going back there tomorrow. Even how to book a flight, I didn't know. I remember the next day, I've gone to STA Travel in Victoria, walked in there, travel agents. I sat down, I looked through the brochure thing, and I said, I want to go Egypt. And you know, like they look it up on the computer. She booked my flight, printed out my tickets for me, and I gave my tickets there and then.
It's actually a movie.
That's how I done it. So I got my tickets like that, and it was like, guy next week. And then I went home, and that's when I told my mum. After I booked it, I was like, rah, because just me and my mum lived together.
At this point, does she know you converted to Islam?
Yeah, she knows now. And my mum was a heavy drinker. Okay. But me and her had a good relationship, but she was a heavy drinker, and it was like, so it's like now I come home and I said to my mum, I'm going, you know, mum. I'm going. She's like, where you going? Going where? I said, no, I'm going Egypt. What? I said, I'm going Egypt, I live there.
Well, you said you're going tomorrow.
No, but I'm saying that. She goes, when? I said, boy, it's booked for next week, Tuesday or something. I said, yeah? How long? I said, like a year or something. What? Remember, it's just me and her together. But long, my older sister had moved out. So at the time, I kind of felt like a little bit, I'm leaving her on her own, but what can I do? Like, I gotta go. And I remember my mum just was like, it was like a little bit of an emotional moment. And then she said, alright. Well, I want to spend the day with you. We've got to spend a day together before you go. I said, yeah, cool. Alright, well, remember, the day before you go, we're spending that day together. I said, yeah, cool. But then I remember hearing her and my sister talking before in conversations where my sister used to be worried for my mum with her bad habits and the drink. Mum, you're just going to kill yourself. You keep drinking this. Hey, look at Ashley. He's found peace. He's leaving us behind. You know, I'm listening to them arguing like that, and I'm thinking, raw. So I knew they had it. They were interested in what I had. He's found peace. He's leaving us behind. That was what they're saying. You get me? And so I was thinking. So then the day before I went to Egypt, Mum wanted to spend that day with me, come mosque with me. She had headscarf, everything. I went to Central Mosque, and she became Muslim that day.
Oh, swear that?
Yeah, she took her Shahada.
So
that day.
let's before we get into Egypt, let's rewind a little bit back to where you took your Shahada. Like, how did you tell your mum that you would become Muslim, and what she found with it?
You know what? I didn't tell her straight away, you know, because you know, like,
how long did you wait?
maybe 4 months, 5
That's a
months.
long time to be Muslim.
Because you know what? Sometimes, yeah, you see with humans, we're just human, innit? And if you tell someone something like that, they might, the natural thing to do is to question you.
Of course.
And someone might question you so much until you start to question yourself. And go, rah, maybe I made the right decision. Maybe I'm not ready for this. So my thing is, I'm not really telling nobody. I'm just going to work on myself first and my faith first and let that grow until I get to a stage where you just know that I'm a Muslim. You just recognize it in me. So at first I was hiding from my mum. I'm not even going to lie. I was hiding. Even when it was prayer time. Because one thing they told me is how important prayer is. So I was hiding. I remember because you see, it's just me and my mum in the house. You know when you pray, you're locked in. So you can't stop your prayer to answer your phone.
You can't put it on pause.
You can't put it on pause. So I'm thinking, my mum likes to call me. It's like if I'm praying and my mum's like, Ashley, come here and da-da-da, or can't da-da-da. What am I going to do? I can't break my prayer. So I was thinking, I bet as soon as I start, she's going to call me. So I used to think, I need to check if she's sleeping. I used to have this long period before I pray. Go downstairs. Is she sleeping? Is she not? Go back upstairs. I used to just think until I got so paranoid. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to go and pray in the toilet.
Stuff.
Yeah. And this is what's mad. So this is my first week. So I went.
I was working backwards.
My first week, I was praying in the toilet, every prayer. And then I remember at the end, I'll flash the chain and I'll walk out the toilet, my bathroom, and I'll be like, yeah. And then this is why it's important to go to classes and to study. We can't just become something and not. Because I went to my class every week, and my first Saturday, the brother said, oh, we've got some people who are new Muslims here. So we're going to talk about the basics of Salah. What nullifies the prayer, what makes the prayer valid. And it says things that you have to do. Make sure you're praying in the right direction. Make sure your aura is covered when you're praying. Make sure there's no food in your mouth. Make sure Fatiha is recited. And then it goes, things that make the prayer not forbidden. If you're not in a state of wudu, you're not cleansed. Or if you're places you can't pray, the graveyard. And I'm taking notes. Another place you can't pray, the toilet. And I remember this.
Just pause.
I just went like that. When man said the toilet, I was just like, huh? And he goes, forbidden places of prayer is the toilet and the graveyard. And I was just like, rah. I didn't even tell no one. I didn't even tell no one I was praying in the toilet. I just said, you know what? Yeah, I can't do that no more.
That's funny stuff.
But it's a good thing I learnt.
Yeah, no, you learned.
Good thing I learnt.
That's a funny story still.
But then my mum found out, yeah.
So what, did she find out? Did you tell her?
I think like, yeah, she found out. She just said, I know you're, like, I told her, yeah. She goes, what, you become? I said, yeah. She goes, yeah, I could tell, but it was too much things in my actions now, innit?
How could she tell?
I think when I started wearing the the gown and that. But you know what? Another thing is when I was few months in now, you start feeling like you go through a stage. May Allah forgive us. I went through a stage where it's like we felt like we were better than others because we got this religion.
Well, the Muslims.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt. It was not like better, but it was like...
Yeah, I know what I mean. You feel like you're leaving them behind.
Yeah, like, yeah, I found the truth.
Yeah.
Man's on this. And it's like, I'd see my old friends and say, boy, them man are kafirs, like, them man are going to the fight. Like, you start thinking like, raw. Yeah, these men are not on.
Them man, that's
so
them
we,
man.
yeah, so we started having this. And it was like, yeah, unless you can't even really sit next to man.
Yeah.
So,
Man,
unless you're on...
Lurgies thing.
So we started moving a bit like, and I was, bro, them days there, we were very like, everything a man does wrong around us was, so, and that was when we was dominant. That's why I said in one of my old rhymes, outside the mosque looked like ministry, because there was a club called Ministry of Sound, and I used to look mad outside, but now come to
but
the
this is what I want
mosque,
to understand though, yeah.
it looked crazy at this point.
Yeah. So what I want to understand here is like, you said that when you became Muslim, it wasn't prominent like for young black guys in your area.
No, but within 2 years. Yeah.
So I want to know about that transition. Yeah, how did Islam become so prominent them times? Yeah?
Because we had like a hub, yeah. Remember we're in the music as well, you know. So I've got a studio. We got a studio in my close friend's loft.
Okay.
And everyone comes there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So everyone comes there anyway. And now I'm Muslim, and one of the other guys is Muslim. Yeah, we had a crew, SMS. Now, the way we was anyway, we're going out, we're doing stuff, and then I think when you're just already known, you know, so I'm going back to my estate, Gypsy Hill, and then everyone in my estate's Muslim now. Because man's saying, yeah,
because of you.
I got my books, and another brother, Muhammad Chowdhury, we're giving out the books. Man's reading the phone, man's walking around. Then
So you spread it in your
listen,
It
man,
look cool, bro.
it looked cool. And everyone, then he's going back to Norwood, West Norwood, and he's doing the same thing on his estate. Then we was a hub. Do you understand? And then you remember, you got like, we're like brothers and sisters, as in PDC, SMS. So then I got them saying, yeah, Charger, Elijah said, wow, Egypt, I might go out there and what did you do? Where did you? I'm on that. Until it becomes like, so now we're all, I remember there was a Brockwell Park country show, and we've walked in there. I used to have the van in it, we used to call it the van, SMS van. I'm driving in it, it's got SMS written all over it. And then you got a next car with us, S3, and then enough man. But man's walking in now. Usually we go in there on a road kind of. Now we've walked in there, man's got a gown on, man's got a t-shirt with Osama bin Laden on the front. Everyone's got the
Wait, what? Wait. I'm trying to skip over that.
The way back, yeah.
No, but I'm saying we're young, innit? We're young. So it's like, a man's got the Taliban scarves. And that's
These
it.
man took it serious. Man was like playing.
And then there was like,
You know what extreme
bang,
is,
anyway.
What does SMS stand for again?
Oh
So,
yeah.
but the thing is, the truth is, SMS was actually not a Muslim. It was Southman Syndicate. It was like Spoon, Millie Wayne, and Smalls. That was our name. So it was, and then we had Skits and Snakes. So it wasn't really but then because we were all Muslim. Only me and Mill. Yeah, and then slowly, everyone.
Oh, before you
everyone
continue
was.
though, like obviously you mentioned, I know I've heard about PDC before, but SMS like, so what was it like a crew back then?
Yeah.
Like rap, grime, what was it?
Yeah, like no, not grime. Rap. Yeah. Rap. And yeah. So it was very quite popular, to be fair. It was quite popular. Enough people were Muslim and then
you basically just all converted into Islam, basically.
it was all Muslim and
Mashallah.
it was all going to the mosque, not just for Friday prayers. Mum was going mosque for Isha and mosque for Asr and fasting and doing Tarawih. And then I moved from Gypsy Hill to Fort Anif, Spa Hill.
Okay.
And when I've gone there, one of my close friends from Acre Lane, his younger brother, he's hanging around with like Conan and all that.
Oh, okay.
And they're all like, I think they were like younger, like Gypsy at first, like from how we was in. And then all of that lot has become Muslim.
Yeah.
So it spread to Fort Anif, Croydon.
Oh, so
It was all over.
So everywhere you went, Islam just went with you.
No, it's
That's
not
what-
me.
that's
It's not
what it
me.
sounds
Allah is the guy. No, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
Now, of course, it's not you. But
Guidance
you,
is
you
from
played a
Allah.
big part, you played a big part.
No. Guidance is from Allah. I'm just saying like what I saw.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I saw. And anyway, but yeah, it was a beautiful thing. And I saw the sincerity in it as well. So when I see, you know what I'm saying, I saw the sincerity in it. But yeah, a lot of people it was a big thing then. I think we got to make a film on that.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Your life, like as you were describing your life to me, like I can actually imagine watching a movie about it, bro. Big man, like even the little details, like you going into the travel agent, telling your mum, like that's movie scene stuff, bro. Big man, that stuff happens in the movies. But what I'm gonna say though, so then obviously you spent the day with your mum, she converted to Islam, and then you've gone to Egypt.
Yeah.
So when you've arrived at Egypt, that's why I say it's actually a movie, because that's even that scene of you arriving at Egypt, bro. Like what's going through your mind, bro?
I kind of wanted to leave and go back to England because when I got to Egypt, it's like you're not used to seeing the soldiers with guns. Come here, what are you going? Come, move. And I'm like, raw, what's going on? And I'm thinking, what can they just shoot, man? And that, like, is it different rules here? And they're saying, where you come from? I'm saying London. Where's the passport? Show the passport. How long are you staying here? I said, I don't know. Maybe 1 year. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Like, obviously now I know you can't say these things in the airport, but at the time I was like, I don't know, innit? Why? Where you staying? I said, I'm not sure. They
You
say,
actually didn't know where you were staying?
no, because I booked a hotel, but I don't know where it is. I got that woman to book me 3 nights in a hotel, and it was in my paperwork. It's called something like Pyramid something Giza. So I said, I don't know. I got a hotel for 2-3 days, and then he goes, so where you staying after those 2-3 days? I said, I don't know. I'm gonna like go and meet someone and get a flat. And he goes, who are you meeting? Here. I said, I don't know. They just said, nah, come with me, come. Like, you know, like as in like,
Sound a bookie, innit?
yeah, but there was a brother at the airport, alhamdulillah, from Luton, and his name's now I didn't know him at the time, but now I know his name was Arafan or something, and he saw man getting harassed and the problem, and he spoke to them, and he was like, yeah, nah, you're from London, innit? I said, yeah. He goes, what are you doing out here? So I said, right, come to da and this, that, and he was like, come. He started talking to man, and then yeah, he just said I could stay at his house.
Swear down.
Yeah, he's like, you can come stay at my house.
Did he live up there?
He lived there. He said, I've been living there for like a year because I studied I'm memorizing the Quran.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, sick.
That's exactly what you needed.
So he was like, yeah.
What a chat.
So he was
What are
like,
the odds of a meeting?
so he was like, yeah, come stay at my house.
Bro.
That was destined. He's like, come stay at my house. He goes, my teacher usually stays in one of the rooms in my house, but he's gone back to Scandinavia, like Alexandria, for the weekend. So his room's empty. You could take it for 3 days. I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah. So I just went with him. Jumped in a taxi. I'm on my journey now. You know, like,
Yeah.
guide this journey. Like, so I'm in that zone anyway. So I was prepared to do things like this.
Yeah.
Just end up in a taxi with a random guy into his, because this was like the guided journey. That's how I felt. Do you get me?
What did you take with you out there? How much? Did you take a year worth of? Obviously not a year worth of clothes, but.
Yeah. Do you know what? I packed do you know what's mad? I packed a suitcase with clothes like jeans and these night trainers.
All you rocked was your
Bro,
phone.
listen, that suitcase, I might as well dash it away.
Yeah, no, serious. Give
Day
me a phone
2,
and sliders.
I went to a place called Tawheed and Noor. I bought these flip flops. They had O2 logo, you know the O2 logo on the front, and they were like £2. They were blue, but they were comfortable. And I bought phobes. That was me every day. And you know what's mad? My flat cost about £100 and something English a month. Days with my outfits. I remember the first night. That's the first time I heard the call to prayer, because we got in there in the night, and it's at Fajr, and my room backs onto a balcony. Gone on the balcony, and you're just seeing man just walking at 4 in the morning down mosque with their prayer mat on their shoulder, and you're just hearing it coming from a mosque over there. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Then a mosque over there. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Then a mosque there. Allahu Akbar, Allah. And I'm saying, raw. Everyone, the bare mosque all around. Everyone's going to pray. It's 4 in the morning. And my heart felt a peace that I never felt before in my life. And that was it. I was there. I just chilled. Got my flat, my O2 slippers, my phone. I used to catch the bus. Do you know what was beautiful about Egypt? One of the biggest benefits was losing my ego.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to
You
ask
know,
you
losing the ego. Like, you see, when I was thinking of how, I remember thinking of how I was in London, saying, who did I think I was? Like, I would never catch the bus. Are you mad? They can't catch me on them things there. Never jump on that. You don't line up for things. No matter where we go in, you think you're too proud. You think they're lining up's all right for them, but we're going to the front. We don't really line up. You think you're special, innit? Like, and then it's like, wow, going to eat, that was just, it just humbled me, where I just didn't mind having the cheap clothes, the cheap sandals, jumping on the bus.
You embrace it.
Yeah, because I jumped on a bus once in Egypt, and I paid the man. I didn't know how the paying system works. So you give your money to anyone on the bus, and they pass it forward, innit?
They swear down.
Yes, I say you're the city, because it's not a bus, it's a mini bus. It's not like buses, they're the little white mini buses. So that you just give your money, and the person will pass it down to the guy at the front, and he'll just collect it. And he's like, cool. And then I'm on it, and then I'm like learning this little thing, but the bus is packed. So he's hanging out the door, and he's just holding loads of cash. Anyway, I was like, you have to say, Hana, like here. So he stopped. I said, alright, shukran, jumped off.
Shukran, thank you, innit?
Yeah, got off the bus, walking. Bro, I see a bus reversing down the high street later now. Saying, what? that car's going to madness. And then I hear beep, 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 beep. Yeah, Sama. I said, me. He says, guys, he's calling you. Me. I said, what? I ran over. Your change. The guy didn't. How much you paid? How much did you pay? I was like, I don't remember. I gave like a Shireen. You give a Shireen 20. Yeah. Okay. It's only 2 Janae. You're meant to get Domontage. You're meant to get 18 back. I said, oh. I said, wait there. The bus came back.
Bro,
the bus came back.
Whole bus.
With all the passengers on it.
My life's in a bus reverse.
I said, bro. I said, yeah, you was meant to. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And I was thinking, I remember that Shireen at the time was like, that's 20. That was like equivalent to like maybe £1 in England. I was like, raw. Took it. And I remember walking away, my friend Mustafa was just saying, this is different. And that's when I said, you know, this is what I want to be. This is the kind of things I need to be around. Because I think we was around so much hardship, hatred, that our hearts became hard. Well, we weren't used to good. So much so, when something good like that happened, it makes you just want to cry, like, wow, why are they so kind? Because man's used to badness and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, this is what I need to be surrounded by. And I think it was a cleanse. It was definitely, I read a book out there called Purification of the Soul. I recommend that book to anyone, Purification of the Soul. That was like, it was like that breaks down the whole trip. It was like purification. You get me? So when I came back, I remember I was just like...
Did you spend a year out there, yeah?
Yeah, it was like, but it was, I came back after like some months, then went back there, and then came back, but it was
How long was the break though, like, when you, from England to Egypt? A month break, 2 months?
One of the first time was like 3 weeks, then I went straight back there. Then the next time was a bit like 6, then went straight back there like that.
Was you getting homesick when you was in Egypt? Was there
No,
a party that was like, right, I want to go back home?
Nah, because listen, I'm in Egypt, yeah. The sun's shining. No word of a lie. I never forget this. I never had a phone, innit?
Huh?
No, I never had a phone. But remember them days, it wasn't... your phone wasn't your everything.
All they do is make calls.
You only use a phone to make calls, and I never had no... And so it's not like, man, I had social media. That never exists. Remember, this is even before BBs. So your phone was just like a little Motorola or something. So I might have had... No, I didn't even have a phone. But there used to be a man that you go to him, and you give him some Janae, some money, and you can use his phone. So you go like, mobile, and he's like, yeah. And he goes, what's the number? And he's telling the number, I dial it, you pay him, and you might have like 3 minutes. So this is to like phone ends. But I remember I hadn't phoned London for long. So I phoned London this time, and I remember I'm where I am, how I am. And man's like, answer like, yo, who that? I said, bruv, and it's like, oh, raw, what's going on? I'm chatting. The man's saying, hold on, is that Feds? And I'm saying, he's like, 1 second. He's like, bro. And then it's like, I thought that was dick. Alright, cool. What's going on, bro? How's it out there? And I remember hearing this stuff, yeah, and I'm saying, yeah, it's good. Then there was a next point where he goes, well, who's in that tinted car over there? And I remember just thinking, you know, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't even miss it. That one conversation made me go, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I actually was like, Allah, I'm so thankful to where I am and where I'm at. And then I remember when I did come back, I kind of felt, as lonely as I felt out there, I felt lonely when I came back, because it was like, I'm not saying I was past anyone, but it's like I couldn't relate. I couldn't relate to what everyone's wants. I'm saying, I'm pretending. Oh yeah, that sounds good. But
just to fit in.
Yeah, but I couldn't relate to everyone's wants as much.
Like, even what you said before about losing your ego, that's exactly what the point I was gonna make. Like, because when I went Saudi, that's the one thing I picked up, is like, it just humbles you. Because when you're there, like, everyone's on the same level. You know what you were saying before about being in the UK, like, people have different status and like, but the thing that matter over here, that like put people at different pecking order don't matter over there. Like, no matter how many followers you have, like, no matter who you are, it's like everyone, as long as you're a Muslim, you're all on the same level. That's why the Umrah, the Hajj, that's what they call the state of Ihram. That's why before you enter, you go into the state of Ihram and you put on the 2 white cloths. Well, that's to not separate no one. To go back to your original state.
There's no one like, yeah, my white cloth's LV. My one's Dior. It's just no. Everyone is put on the 2 white cloths. You're all servants of God. That's what I used to say. You see the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he says Muhammad, and there's sometimes you say Muhammad and Abduhu wa Rasuluh. He added in Muhammad is the slave and messenger of Allah. It was just Muhammad and Rasulullah. Like, you know that you hear that. Sometimes you hear Muhammad Abduhu wa Rasuluh. So like he wants to say the slave and the messenger, because he's saying don't make the same mistake with me as you did with the prophets before, as in like. We turned prophets into modern messengers. We started to elevate the prophet status, where we actually, there's people that pray to prophets, like in Christianity, they pray to Jesus.
See him as a God.
Yeah, and it's like we were just messengers. We just came to deliver a message.
We're just human beings.
And he's saying, we're just slaves. Don't ever forget that. So even Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam called himself a slave. I'm just a slave. That's the examples we need. But like, that's why I say to nothing. Like, I'm not an example. How can I be an example? I'm a normal man. But the examples are the greats. And even when you look at Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you read their stories. Omar ibn Khattab, he's like these men was leaders. And when Omar ibn Khattab was a leader, remember they come. Where's your boss? This is the time when he was the Khalif. And they said, oh, he's over there. He said, where? He said, him, he's over there. No, your leader, your Khalif, like your leader. He said, that's him there. So what, this man by the tree? Umar ibn Khattab's chilling by the tree, sleeping on the floor. They're saying, yeah, this is him. He goes, where's his throne? Where's his castle? Where's his guards? And they said, no, we don't do them kind of leaders. Like, he said, what? And I really heard us say, that's Umar ibn Khattab. Like, so with man, it's like we can't have too much
ego. If
they're just like that,
right.
And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying I'm just a slave, and Umar is like saying I'm just a slave. If Abu Bakr is saying I'm scared that I won't make it into paradise because of my deeds, is not enough. And these men were great. Then what are we? Do you understand? So that's why, like, we're nothing. We got to remind ourselves we're nothing. We're just slaves. That's why I got my poems where I say I'm a black slave. Like, I'm a slave. Like, got to remind myself. Like, obviously, we're in a time where, you know, everything's self-love and call yourself a king. And I get it. It's not that kind, but remind yourself in front of God, be humble. We are just slaves. I'm not special. Even with regards to the praise, that's why I had points to say they praise me. I'd rather they pray for me. You know, the praise thing, like, oh yeah, he did it. Bro, man's a slave. Because if you act like you're big in this life, when you get raised in the next life, you will be small. You understand? It will raise you small because you thought you were so big. You know? So it's like, no, I'm not nothing big or special. Know your worth, know your value, and that in that sense. But yeah, that humility.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That stay of Akhra, I'm like, out of everything I've done in Umrah, that was by far the hardest part. Tying that thing around me. Because when I was on the plane, it almost fell off bare times on the plane. You got nothing underneath as well.
Nothing. And when you
bro.
do Hajj, and you're sleeping in the tents. You know, there's like 100 man in a tent with their ear on.
Yeah.
And certain man are just like putting their leg like that and just say, yo, bro. Put your leg down, man. Man, forget it, because you know you're comfortable, man. You've been wearing it for 3 days. So man's like, bro. To stretch it out. It's like, bro.
Yo.
You're like, hey, bro. Careful.
Yeah.
I got asked that as well. In Egypt, did you find any like woman, or was it man?
Hey, what's marriage saying for you?
In Egypt? No, in general, no, I'm not married.
Oh yeah?
I'm not married right now. I've been married though. I've got a daughter. I've been married. I've got a daughter. Alhamdulillah.
How's the daughter?
She's 13. She'll be 14. She's year 9 going into year 10 this year. Alhamdulillah. But yeah, Egypt. Nah. I found that in the religion, that I found that within the faith there was, and there's a lot of segregation, different cultures, racism.
Within Egypt?
No, just within Islam.
Yeah.
And within the Muslims. Islam's perfect, but the Muslims ain't perfect. So like, that was things I noticed amongst the Muslims is like, because even like, as a faith, you know, like you're meant to be godly, like, comes with certain things. But I said, raw, amongst the Muslims, like even when we was in Umrah, obviously correct Cone, they got a certain status and known, so when they post something, it will go on Shade Bar, or you understand? Like if I go Umrah, I don't need Shade Bar to tell everyone I'm there. but because of their involvement in the industry, it went on Sheba. I remember seeing the comments. I was like, but Muslims as well.
Yeah, what they say?
Just you know, like,
I'm glad, man. I see that as well.
oh, now you're gonna this, now you're gonna that. What kind of Muslim hypocrites? Yeah, why? Yeah, and I said to myself,
true, though,
but then I said to myself, raw, like, you know what's not? I told them, man, don't even read the comments, you know. But I said, forget that though. I said, in general, I've seen more hatred amongst the religion
from outside
than I even saw before I was Muslim. Like, I've never seen that kind of hate.
It's true.
I've seen more racism than I've seen than I saw before, and I've seen more slander and backbiting, you know, all of that, and judgment. And I'm saying, right, religion's not meant to be like that. No. It's not meant to be like that.
It's the people.
It's not like that. It's the people, and then sometimes I question, like, so yeah, I see a lot of racism, and I think it's because I don't know, man.
You know what it is though, like even like especially as a black Muslim as well, like you always get the question like, oh, are you a revert? Like, are your parents born Muslim? It's like you know, it's possible for me to just be Muslim and be black. Like,
and that's the beauty of. That's why Malcolm X, when he went to Hajj, he said he saw Muslims. You go there, that's when you realize no one owns this religion.
No one.
People act like it's owned by. When you go to Hajj, then you see the Nigerian brothers.
Yeah.
How much was it? Indonesians, the Malaysians,
white.
The North Africans, the white, the
Chinese,
like the Muslims
Latinos,
all over the world.
Everything still.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful still. But I don't know though, man. I feel like maybe because of like culturally, like there is a certain part of the world where Islam, like obviously, is more profound in it, and that's where religion was found.
Yeah.
So I feel like from outside looking in, you naturally associate Islam with that side of the world, and people from that side of the world. But I don't know, man. And then the religion is not a race, innit? So that's what a lot of people struggle to come to terms with still. Ask about Spot Academy. Yeah, I see that on your Instagram as well. That's like your charity, innit?
Yeah, it's charity, man.
Yeah, so talk to us more about Spot Academy.
Spot. Do you know what? So since becoming a Muslim, doing the work that man's done, I started traveling a lot and like working with younger people, But it weren't like I would go with different charities and just do stuff. But everywhere I went Pakistan a few times, I went South Africa, Malaysia. I'd get bookings all over the world to just go, and I'd go into little villages and let me do some workshops with the youngsters. But then,
what does a workshop entail?
So mine will be like different depending on where it is. It'll be a different style. But I remember, like, for example, in Indonesia, I'll be doing it like on about like finding peace in what you already have, because a lot of people set goals. Like, I wish I could get to there, or I wish I could do that, or I wish I could achieve that. But I'm saying, all right, well, you're not happy until you get there. But look at what you already have. How can you find happiness in what you already have? You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to these people in Indonesia, they like wish I could get to London one day and go and watch a Chelsea match. And I'm saying, but look, London's cold, it's raining, you're in Indonesia, it's palm trees, good food, slow. You don't have to run to work at big houses. Find the beauty in what you have. So I do little workshops based on that, like going around, everyone opening up sessions. They were older, but sometimes I'll do it with younger kids. But it's like little drama games, My friend said to me, well, he's in Gambia. He's like, well, you need to come out here and do stuff with some schools here, bruv, like in Africa, West Africa. What you say? I said, you there now? He goes, yeah. I said, well, but alright, so who's gonna arrange the schools and all that? So I says, well, Auntie Khadija, she's got the link for the schools, the orphanages, everything. So we can come out there and just do that. So I said, alright, cool, let's do it. Let's do it. So he's like, alright, because we already had a thing before. Me and this brother Abu Bakr, we've always been like, I remember when he come back from Hajj, he done Hajj before me. He come back, he's like, raw, man needs to make a website. I was doing the poetry, Streets to Islam. He's saying, let's take the webs. I'm gonna make a website. I was in Hajj and I had this brainstorm. Someone said, yeah, do a website, Roadside to Islam. Okay. I said, alright, cool. He says, I need to do videos of you, because he don't want to be seen this time. And then I said, alright, cool. So me and him had this relationship from long.
What's that Dirt to Dean thing? That's not the same thing.
Nah. So then we started, that was Colours, Sham. Started Dirt to Dean, the clothing line.
Yeah, that was hard.
So anyway, we done this thing, I've gone to Africa. We've gone to the school, but when we've gone to the school in Africa, you do one school. I done some little thing with the kids, and then we handed out some toothbrushes. Yeah, we got given like, oh, guy in there, give out some toothbrushes, and I was like, they don't even know how to use it. I was like, huh? Then I've gone to a next school, and I realised, raw, there was no toilet there. I said, there's no toilet. I said, nah, they just got like some whole thing and like this. I said, rah, but because I don't need a toilet anyway, I want to wash my hands. I said, nah, there's no water here. So there's no water, yeah. In this certain villages, I said, no water. I'm thinking, rah, these are struggling. Then I seen one of the boys, he could speak English, American kind of accent. I said, who sleeps in this room? And he's shouting, man, who sleeps in the room? But the room smells bad. So I'm saying, rah, what, is man just going toilet in the room? He goes, they don't know, like, they don't have no training. I said, how many sleeping in this room? He's like, 40 kids in here. So I'm saying, nah, this is mad how you're living. And then one of the kids, I see him get hit. So I'm saying, bro. So at first I was thinking we need to fix this place up. That's what we was thinking. I think we was going to like change the roof and the floor and get them some beds. And, just thinking, nah, these are man's little brothers, we've got to sort this out. Then when I saw the hit and this, that, we was talking, saying, you know what, man would love to build their own one and like move the kids in and have certain rules. Like every day you got to wake up at a set time, you got to have a shower, you got to wash, you got to brush your hair. Like man needs to teach these boys how to be men. And then the woman, Khadija, was just like, yeah, let's buy the land, let's do it. So we looked for land, we found the land, this was 2016, put a wall around it. Big, 100 meters by 50. So I put out online, this is my land, we want to build. First we're going to build a mosque. Because if everything fails and we ain't got nothing, at least I can say I built a mosque. But we're going to build a mosque on the land. But this is the plan. And man's saying, yeah, I'm an architect. I can do the drawings for you. I can do that for you. So people were getting in touch, helping. I said, look, we're going to build a mosque here. We want an orphanage there where the kids live. Then we want a school there. Then we want like a play area, football pitch. Then we want a canteen. So man's designing it, like want a gym. So then they're going, yeah, that can work. How much money you need? Come, let's all put in. Until I remember by like from 30 grand to 60 to 300 to by 2018 I think it was. That was it. Open the doors, Sport Academy. And the same little boy that I saw got hit, he lives in there. And now, it's 2024, he still lives there. Yeah, that's my little brother, Abu. He's now like 14, 15. And when you see him, see what's mad? When people visit and see those kids, they go, you'd think these boys are from South London. Because they've just learned from, they've learned their little mannerism. Like everything, like they're just like,
that's funny.
Yeah.
So what part of Gambia is that? Is that Banjul?
Yeah. So they're all living there, and now we've developed now. So now the whole academy is big. We've got primary school there. We've got over 100 students every day. We built another school, MBB Academy. Another school, Abu Saleh School. Yeah, we built other mosques in the country. And we've provided water now in about 180 something different villages now. We've put borehole systems.
How many?
180 something villages. Yeah.
Let's put it to the side. Yeah, man.
So we went to work out there, and now we moved to Kenya as well.
Let's get back to the setup. Let's go.
This is the first time I've seen this.
Got a few things I wanted to react to still. It's on in Discord. Alright, chat. You got telling me chat, man. Alright, boom.
Yeah, someone saying we're planning to do more in Africa.
Trust me, you need to get out there, Billy, man.
What do you mean?
You need to go over to the Sport Academy.
Yeah, you should come spot, bro.
100%.
Yeah, nah, I will.
I'll see some of our orphans, come meet some.
Yeah, man, I will still.
What's this you're gonna play? Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, go on. Alright, chat. Man, so we're 1 hour 50 minutes in already. Flipping, man. We gotta do a part 2 one day. We're gonna issue, okay? Oh, we got Billy upload this on YouTube too, bro. If people didn't get to watch, alright. You know what I don't understand about that comment, yeah? Bro, whenever I ever done a stream that's not been uploaded on YouTube, man, put that man like actually when you're doing something in Stockholm, BillyTheGoat. Tell him come back to Finland. But he's been to Finland. Where's broski?
He's been everywhere, bro.
W stream gonna be on YouTube, bro. When have I ever not put a stream on YouTube? Actually, what you rating my fold though, man? You rating the fold? I rate it a 9 still. It's a full week as well, not just a fold. Broski's shoe is bail out. What, bro?
Come on.
Yes, Billy was giving pure verbal to them Sevilla. Oh, Bills.
Man said Sevilla fans, they obviously don't watch football. Porto.
That was killing me, you know. That was killing me that day. Are you idiots? Get out, you idiot youths.
They heard this, bro.
Well, wait, did you eat with the show on? Man ate the show. Man ate the show. What, you ate the show of this?
I said Tico.
What,
my boy, you know. But like Thomas.
Hey, Billy ate it.
My boy
Billy
Tommy,
ate it live, like this.
Man ate the show.
Idiot.
Man, I teased up.
Yeah, Starks, my nigga, that's my boy, bro. My dog.
Wait, no, you've never seen him, bro. You never met him, bro. You can't be that much of a dog.
Wait, he wasn't there that day?
What day?
It's got
Manny. With Daps and that.
No, I went
Who,
there.
him? No, you weren't. He ain't met this guy, bro.
No, but
It's his virtual dog.
yeah, my virtual dog, innit?
Man, a pen pose.
Yeah, pen pal.
Why?
I know.
Why?
Yeah, same.
Alright, eat Manny for life. Calm down, man.
That's a why thing.
Ah, boom.
What's this?
Got a few things I want to react to still.
Headphones working, yeah?
Huh?
Headphones working.
Yeah. Headphones are working still. Ah, boom.
If anyone wants to come and see that spot project in Gambia, you can come out there as well. We bring people out there on trips, life-changing trips. Bring groups out. So just go on my Insta, you'll see the deal.
100%. 100%. Yeah, nah, I'm actually on come and go in Gambia, you know.
Yeah, you should come.
100 million % I'm on that. You want to slap the headphones on? Actually, I've got a few reactions to get through.
You know, I've never done this kind of stuff before. I'm not really a YouTuber, like reaction videos and all that. It's
Be yourself,
yeah,
Give your opinion.
You know Muhammad Hijab?
yeah, I know hijab.
Yeah, this is his funniest moments apparently.
Oh, that's not
Put
good.
the headphones back in 1 second.
That's a good. No, that's I can't even edit this one.
Because you don't believe in it, you are also followed and persecuted for that. So it is completely normal that somebody who leaves Islam, whose entire life was defined by the fears of
We have our friend here who's more I feel like he's way more. It's not about Muhammad Hijab. No, it's not about him.
Calm down.
It's not about that.
Calm down. Calm down. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Sick in the mind? Are you that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually molested and ideologically molested?
Let me explain something to you.
I'm not gonna lie,
You said in a video the other day, and you can look me in the eye. You said that Jews.
You are a prostitute! You are a prostitute, I tell you! A prostitute!
When one agrees to hold up 4 and the other to hold up 5.
Would you ever go on Speaker's Corner?
Me, nah.
I say that's not your
It's not for me, no. It's not for me. It's like a puzzle and there's loads of different pieces of the puzzle. Some people are good in different areas, innit? So that's not my area.
So you're not really on the debating thing like that?
Nah, I'm not on the debating thing. Some people are in the politic area, then you have man in the debating area, then you have people who are good at Dawah, then you have people who are good on the like. I think I'm good with the young brothers who can relate to me, innit? So I stick with that. I just tell my own story. I'm not really a preacher. I don't teach no one their religion. You get me? I'm just like, I'm in my.
Fingers. And the other one, which is all 4 fingers. The other one.
I'm waiting.
Differ.
I'm waiting.
Can they differ?
You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Wallahi, you're finished.
With Welling Outlet, fly for even less.
He's actually a character still.
And go out in Barcelona, London.
We don't want anyone to be in a box. We hate boxes. We smash boxes. We destroy boxes. Hamad Hijab, Ali Dawah, Zishan Ali, or any of those names come into your mind. What happens is that some involuntary excrement comes out of your orifice. Say that one again for me, brother. I say that some involuntary excrement comes out of...
Just talk to himself.
That one again for me, brother. I say that some involuntary excrement comes out of your orifice to the point where you can't control yourself, and maybe your bowels are bursting. You need to use the toilet, so that when you go to the toilet and you come out and your mum is there to see you, and even she hates what she sees. Even she hates that face. She hates you, because how could she not hate you? You are a failure of a human being.
Okay.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ even told us about obesity that will become a phenomenon within his ummah. And many people in this room, I'm only kidding, says,
this is all this stuff's all in the edit, you know.
I lie, it's the edit
This
stuff.
is all in the edit.
I'm clocking as the edit still. 1 second.
This is all in the edit, because even me, sometimes I've seen videos of me online, and it looks like I'm talking to the world, but I know I was just having a conversation with some youngsters in front of me, but someone filmed it and put it on YouTube in a clip, and it looks like I'm addressing like all the young. Do you understand? So really, I don't know. I take it with a.
Boom. So this is another thing that's been submitted first to the.
What's this?
Islamic quiz for beginners.
Quiz.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see. You know what it is? Let me see how well I do, and then I'll ask you for help if I need help. Boom. First question. What does Islam mean? Submitting to the will of Allah. Islam means to obey our parents. Islam, it's obvious. Or none of the above. It's either the first one or the last one still.
I'll go with the first one.
It's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Or the last name of the Prophet. Or what's the name of the last Prophet? Oh, Muhammad. This is a bit too easy. This is a bit too easy. In which
it might get harder. Don't speak too soon.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Let me stay humble. In which sea was the Prophet born? That's Mecca, no?
Yeah.
Which is the final book of Allah, the Quran? Come on. What is one rakah? Alright, Shah, make sure you're playing along at home. I don't know how many you're getting out as well. What does it mean of Shahada? Allah is one, Prophet is his messenger, yeah. Allah says in the Quran to be all of the above. How many fard rakahs do we pray in Salah al-Asr? Fard rakahs. Is that just in total? Like how many rakahs do you pray?
Yeah, like how many you have to pray, yeah.
Oh yeah, 4. What is the name of the angel who delivered the messages to his Prophet of Allah? That's Jibril, no?
Yeah.
Jibril. When is Fajr Salah performed? Dawn till sunrise, you know?
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Yeah, that was actually very Nah, that was me thinking. I was gonna get exposed. So. I can't lie.
Alhamdulillah, you done it.
Abdullah. Still, I think there might be another one in there as well. Is it the same one? Yeah, I think it's the same one. Actually, no, it's a different one.
What's the meaning?
What is the meaning of astaghfirullah? I ask Allah for forgiveness. The Arabic term for a prophet is it Rasul? Yeah, it's gotta be Rasul.
But Nabi is.
What is it?
Nabi.
Oh, it's Nabi. I thought it was Rasul. Fairs. This one's a bit harder.
Nabi is the Prophet. Rasul is his name though, but it's a different name.
Okay then, yeah, now I got. One of the pillars of Islam is to share our wealth with the poor. What is this pillar called? This is zakat. That's zakat still. Yeah, we did answer that question already. So it means answer that one already. What is the name of the opening surah of the Quran? Oh, that's what I'm saying. I always get confused. It's either Ikhlas or Fatiha. But But it's Fatiha, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Fatiha.
Fatiha actually means opening. The opening.
Okay.
In Arabic, innit? So even if I was driving and say there's an opening in the road, I would say Awul Fatha. Ush Yamin. Like at the first opening. Speak
Arabic fluently?
At the first opening, take the right.
You speak Arabic fluently?
Not fluent, no.
You speak not fluent?
I'm alright. And to be fair, like with anything, because I lived there so long ago, without practicing, you forget a lot. So you need to practice.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. So people who disobey Allah will be sending them to hellfire, of course. That's a call. Mecca, we said already. As for when entering the masjid, which foot she's saying first? Surely it's rightful. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, fair. That wasn't too bad. I want to know how much you got right. Let me know how much you got right as well. But anyways, though, chat. Let me know what question you got for him as well, man. Put all your questions in the chat right now. You lot was asking you because they kept asking for the whole time. Yo, Billy, let's do a Q&A. So yeah, man. Any questions you lot got for Muslim Belal, let us know. But boom, where should we go back to now? Back to your story now. Yeah. Obviously. Bills, yeah, he gave me something before the stream started, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said I should show it to you. And it's this.
Oh, yeah.
It's faith.
Allahu Akbar.
So obviously the people in the chat probably don't know what this is, yeah. Actually, some of them probably know what it is, but do you want to explain to people what this is?
That's my book. Yes, my book, Faith, right.
So you wrote it yourself?
Yeah, so this is like, what I did is I made a book that is not too like, so that, you know, like a mum can buy it for her teenage son.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I wanted a book that you could put on your leave out and just pick it up and read a page or two.
Yeah.
It's more like a coffee table book.
Oh, okay.
In interior design,
rather like
coffee
a novel.
table. Yeah. So you pick it up and it's just a collection of words, like, and you know, my poetry and images that make sense. So all my poems at that stage was in there. I think a lot of my poems anyway.
So yeah, with the poetry stuff, yeah, it's like, do you find it? Surely, probably would have found it easier because obviously you already had a background in like rhyming words before already. Yeah. So like, would you say that transition from like rapping to poetry was like kind of easy?
Yeah. It was easy because it was like, I think that music, rapping was kind of like a therapy for us.
Yeah, facts.
So what we used to do is everything we used to go through or what we used to live, we used to enjoy going in a booth.
And after I took my Shahada,
speaking about it. Do you get me? And then the poetry, I wrote my first one when I was in Egypt, and it was because of my surroundings. It's like a journal. It's like that's my way of keeping. This is how I feel, letting out our feelings. You know, men, we don't express ourselves. So that was our expression, innit? So I think that my first one was a long story of my journey while I was in Egypt, and I didn't even intend to share it with anyone. But it was just me on my balcony, like, rah, look at me, I'm in Egypt, and I start rhyming about it. You know? And then, just continued that.
Fairs, man. Fairs. So, like, when let's say you're talking to people, that are, like, just new Muslims. For example, this Ramadan, I've actually met a lot of people that just took the Shahada in the last week or so, innit?
Yeah.
So, like, not, like, warnings, innit? Because nothing's really warning people about, but, like, what are the things that you tell them to prepare for when being a Muslim?
Honestly, like with me, I don't really preach. I'm not one of the brothers that to say, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah, I understand the realities of life, but I try and lift people up rather than put people down. And say the one thing that we all want to be happy and we all want to be successful in this life and the next. So I just give man the tools, like if you want to be successful in this life and the next and you want happiness, one of the things Allah mentions in the Quran the most is an ayah that says, remember me and I'll remember you. So if we remember Allah, Allah will remember us. And take care. And this is the simplest maths in life. If you do good, good will come back to you.
Which ayah is that, sir?
So remember Allah And remember me and I'll remember you. It's not in one specific, it's repeated all over the Quran. Remember me and I will remember you. So it's like, I say to people, just remember Allah and Allah will remember you. So turn to Allah and Allah will take care of any problems you have. Like for me, if I want my mum to become a Muslim, it's not me. I need to talk to my mum. I need to say this to her. I need to say to her. I might just need to be a better Muslim. I need to remember Allah more and do more good. And then Allah will take care of my mum and make her. Do you understand? So this is how we have to be. And I think one of the first part of that is prayer. You have to pray, remembering by like when it's time, I'm gonna pray. As I say to anyone, that's your toolbox. Praying. Pray. This is my toolbox. So like you gotta pray. Always pray. Never don't pray. Always pray, because that's showing Allah I remember you. Always pray. It's not an option. We have to pray. And the next thing in my toolbox is the heart, as in like, because there's another thing. It says, verily inside the body there's a piece of flesh. If this is good, then everything else will be good. If this is bad, everything else will be bad. Verily, it's the heart. Take care of your heart. Have a good heart. Like, do you understand? Like, do good to people. Be kind to people. Have good manners. And Prophet Muhammad says, when they asked him who has the best faith, he said the one with the best moral character. So have good manners. Be kind. Like do good. Like do charity. Charity extinguishes bad deeds. So even if you've sinned, when you do charity and you do good, a good deed erases a bad deed. So try and do as much good as you can.
But bad deeds don't erase a good deed.
Boy, they can do, because they can do, as in like when he asked his companions who's bankrupt or what's the bankrupt one, they said bankrupt is when you have a lot of wealth and you lose it. They said, no, you're thinking of the worldly bankrupt thing, like the dunya. The real bankrupt is a person who comes on the day of judgment with all his good deeds, is within an arm's length from paradise. And then all the people he had a negative impact on. He used to talk about me bad behind my back. He took money from me and he never paid me back. He did it. They come and they say, wait, and they start taking your good deeds. And they take your good deeds until they run out. And if they run out, then they start to give you their bad deeds. So this is the person who's bankrupt, the person who come with all his good deeds, but he done so much bad to other people. This is why you see even a sin. If you commit a sin, everyone is going to commit sins. None of us are perfect. All of us, except for the angels and the prophets, the Anbiya, everyone, no one's perfect. No one's sinless. But when you commit a sin, you got to ask for forgiveness. You got to ask for forgiveness. You got to try and do good.
They say you have 6 hours to repent.
You got to try and do good. You got to ask for forgiveness. Everyone's going to have sins. But you see the sin that you do, which is between you and Allah, you can ask Allah to forgive you. But you see the sin that you do that is making that person affect his life or her life, you have to ask them for forgiveness. Do you understand? Those sins that impact other people is a different level. So that's why I'd say stay away from those kind of sins, like where you're impacting other people, like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this to that person, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's why even commenting, like you might ruin someone's day, ruin someone's night. You might put someone in a state. Woo! Stay away from that. Them kind of sins you stay away from. You don't want to have a negative impact on anybody. You don't want to be the reason someone else is sad. You don't want to be the reason someone else is hurt or someone else is going through pain. Don't take that responsibility on. You don't want that. That's why I got no comments to say about anyone. Even if they think they're doing wrong. It's not my job to save the world. Our job is to save ourselves first. Do you understand? And it's like the best thing to do is I'll make dua for them, or I'll pray for them, or I hope they find good, or maybe I'll, you're not trying to. So these are the things. So that, like I say, like prayer. The advice is the prayer and purifying the heart. And another one that leads on to purifying the heart is even the being forgiving. One of the Sahabas, I tell a story. Maybe this inspires me. One of the companions of the Prophet, this is his group, Sahaba. The Prophet ﷺ said 3 times, this man is promised paradise. So he said, he's going to be in paradise. And the next occasion, he's going to be in paradise. He's going to be 3 times. To where everyone else is jealous. Like, raw, what's so good about him? Why is he going paradise? That's 3 times he said that.
Said that about him.
Prophet ﷺ said it about him. So then they know that's real. So he's saying, wow, what's so good about this man? Why is he saying that he's going to paradise? So much so that one of the Sahaba got so jealous that he said, I need to go to his house and see how he lives, see what he's like. Yeah, to see what's special about him. So he goes and he wants to spy on him. He's seeing, he wants to see. He wants to see how does he live? What does he do? Why is he saying he's promised paradise? And he's checking him out. He's there for 3 days, I think, until he doesn't see anything unique. And then he just asks him in the end, what is it you do? 3 times I heard the Prophet say you're promised paradise. Please tell me what is special about you. Like, what is it that you do? What is it that you're... And he said, nothing. Like, they're humble. Nothing. I can't think. There's nothing. He says, no, there must be something. What do you do? There must be something. He said, no, honest, nothing. Until he says, think. Okay, yeah, there may be one thing. He said, every day before I go to sleep, I cleanse my heart of any hatred. I forgive everybody. I forgive everybody. I forgive everyone, and I clean my heart from hatred. I don't go to sleep with any vengeance, any hatred, any... You understand? I forgive everyone. And that's when he says, this is the reason why you're promised paradise. And this is how we should be. We should be soft-hearted, forgiving, like merciful. Because you got to think, a day's going to come where we're gonna all be raised up in front of Allah, and we're gonna come to Allah with a mountain of sins. Sins that we done that we know about, sins that we done that we didn't know about. And we're gonna be begging Allah, forgive us, have mercy on us, please, just have mercy, please forgive me. And it's only by Allah's mercy that we'll even be accepted into paradise. We can't even do enough good, but we're gonna be, please have mercy. So imagine Allah is like, treat the people how you would want Allah to be with you. So imagine now, while I'm in this life though, this guy's done something wrong, and man saying, oh, have a bit of mercy. No, I'm not having no mercy on him. He's wrong. He's da-da-da-da. He needs to feel pain for his wrongs. Do you know what I'm saying? He needs to be shown he's wrong. Why am I going to...
Imagine if Allah said that about you.
So imagine it comes to that day and you're saying, Allah, forgive me. No. Do you understand? We should be soft-hearted. Allah is soft-hearted and loves those who are soft-hearted. We need to be merciful with the people. Do you understand? We want Allah to be merciful. And we are so harsh. We're so harsh with the people. We're so aggressive. We love to attack. We've got no mercy.
We thrive off negativity.
We've got no mercy. Well, we've got no mercy. And see something wrong, no mercy. We're in. So for me, I say, that's my toolbox, is to, like, number one, never stop the prayers. And number two, the heart. And then the forgiveness, treating the people how I want Allah to treat me. So being soft with the people, being merciful with the people, being kind with the people. Because maybe, by Allah's mercy, He might be soft with me, merciful with me, kind with me. Not only on that day, even in this life as well. You understand? Allah might be, let me guide him, let me help him. He helped those young boys, let me help him with this today. Do you understand? That's it. And always study something, because that's how you, or keep up those prayers, because that's how you stay connected, or you'll lose it. You get me? You'll lose it.
Do you have like a favorite surah, or a favorite ayah, or a favorite?
No, you know what? There's things that stand out to me. Like the beginning of Surah Hijrah, Allah says, and how much would the disbelievers, wish that they was Muslims? And it's like, leave them and let them eat and enjoy, and like be and enjoy like the false amusement. A day will come when they will know. And you see what it is? This is why you see the books. You don't just read that. You got to ponder. That's why the scholars use the word ponder. Ponder. So if we break it down slowly, ponder on the words. Because they don't be like the cow who has a heavy load on his back, but he doesn't know what he's carrying. So I could be like, I've read 20 books, but I don't. I'd rather read 5 lines and really digest them. So when you say, how much would the disbelief, so the people who rejected God, who turned their back on God, how much would they wish that they had been the people who surrendered to God? Leave them and let them eat and enjoy, but it's false amusement, you know, the illusion. So let, and I think, wow, that's what we do. We're like, and then because a day's gonna come where we're gonna wish that we are submitted to God, and it's like in the other surah Al-Hakam Mutakafir, where he says, the mutual rivalry of piling up wealth is what distracts you from the more serious things until you reach the grave. Then you shall know. Nay, then you shall know. So I'm thinking, wow, man is distracted by piling up. And then we're going to go, bang, death claps us in the back of the head. We're in the grave. And then we're going to know the truth. Like, wow. Then we're going to wish that we had done different. That's why it says in Surah Mulk, he says, the wardens of the hellfire are going to be saying, why are you here? Why are you here? Did a warner not come to you while you was in that life? Did a warner not come to you? Like, why are you here? That's why these people will be begging, send me back, send me back. Everyone's going to say, send me back, let me have one more try. You know, when that day of judgment comes, we're going to be saying, send me back, please, just send me back. Now that I've seen this, send me back. That's why Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he saw a glimpse on the Miraj, it's like, if we knew what paradise, Jannah was like, we would be spending every minute of our life trying to get there. And if we knew what the hellfire was like, we'll be spending every minute of our life trying to avoid it. So on that day now, we're going to see. And it's like, we're going to be like, please send me back. Give me another chance. But it's too late. It's too late. You turn your back. Now Allah turns his back on you. You wanted to be blind to the truth. Now Allah will raise you blind. And then you hear the fire. Hey, you see the descriptions of that fire, and you're going there, and the wardens are saying, why are you here? Did a warner not come to you?
Crazy.
And you're saying, yes, a warner come to me, but I didn't want to listen. What? Now the Quran is powerful. Bro, I can't lie. That is like,
when I started reading the English translation, like I
yeah,
said,
that's no joke.
That's when it's like, wow.
That's no joke. And saying, wow, a warner came to me, but I didn't want to
listen.
listen.
You know, like when you first start making the transition from like roads into Islam, and you start studying about like obviously the ins and outs of the religion, like I want to know, like, was that a part of you that kind of had a realization of like how mad the life you're living was before? Like, how did you feel guilty?
But I understand. Like, I understand because we were raised a certain way, and we're accustomed to certain things. That's why I'm not really like I'm there and in it. I'm still in, like, as in, we was bound to be a certain way. Yeah. When you look at everything, do you understand? Yeah. Like, it's like even me, like I might get disappointed by all the people, like, let's say, I might say, oh, the people who comment online and that, but they're bound to do that because of their life. I don't know anyone who does. Like, if I sat with 10 brothers for iftar, if I said, right, let me round up 25 brothers to eat. If I said to all of my 25 brothers that come to eat with me, who's ever commented on a post about someone that they don't know or something, not one person will put their hand up. They'll say, no, man, I ain't got time for that. They're from a different world. Do you understand? So I'm not mad at the people who do that. I understand. It comes with their world. I can't relate. And what we've done and what we've gone through, no one don't understand. This comes with our world. Do you understand? So I don't look at the things that we've done. I think it's all a part of the journey. And if it weren't for that, those things we went through in that environment, then I wouldn't have been able to write the book or write the film or gone. Do you understand? Without those experiences. So I think everything was meant to be a part of the journey. And that's how it was meant to go, you know? Yeah,
man. This is another video that was submitted, about you telling a story.
Yeah, but this is mad though. What? I just come back from Kuwait. I was living in Kuwait at the time.
Yeah.
I remember I just came back.
Let me come and see. Let me show. I don't think I've seen this. Let me see this.
That they all stood up and everyone wanted to give me a hug. And I'd never hugged men before this. so it was a weird feeling. Everyone was going up to me, giving me hugs, and some of them was extra excited, giving me little kisses on the cheek. But this was dawah for me, because I felt love. I just felt some sort of love in that room. And even when I took my Shahada, the brothers wanted to give me a present. They were searching their pockets, thinking, what present could they give me? What present can they give me? And then one brother, he gave me like one of these, a half-used ittara about this small. He said, take this. And I was just thinking, what's this? And he said, smell it, it's nice. And to this day, when I smell that smell, it reminds me of the day when I took my Shahada and those times. And another brother, he didn't have anything to give me. So he said, look, brother, I haven't got nothing to give you. I said, look, it's okay. There was so much love in the room. I was like, it's fine, I don't need anything. He said, give me your number. I'll meet you tomorrow and give you something. We'll meet up somewhere. I was like, nah, you don't have to do that. He said, Noah, please, I want to give you something. And I'm thinking, I've got friends, well, I've known for like 15 years, grew up with, and they owe me money. And when I phone them, they don't answer their phone. But now this guy wants to phone me and give me something. Like I said, there was a lot of love in the room. So the action of the people, the action of everyone was dawah for me. Alhamdulillah, I took my Shahada and I stopped rapping. I stopped doing the things I was doing. I had to kind of like keep myself around these good brothers and try. And it's not easy. Like they said, after you take your Shahada, the work starts, because don't leave them. Because I found myself slipping back and coming forward and slipping. So it was good for me to have that place to keep going to every week, to keep reviving my iman, to have those brothers to keep helping me. Alhamdulillah.
That's a mad story still. A mad story.
10 years ago, you know.
Swear down.
Yeah, it's about 10 years ago.
I need advice from you. I'm not Muslim, but I have Muslim friends that have told me about Islam and have been interested in it for a long time. I have been to a masjid and it was a great experience, but I'm just too scared to take that step because I don't know what my family will say, and most of them are Christian. Yeah, I feel like the family thing is always it's a big deal, because obviously if your whole family is one, like, has brought you up a certain
It's one way, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to. But I think that you can't save the world, and you can't. You need to get to a place where it means so much to you that it kind of don't matter what it means to anyone else, and you kind of like want to, like, I got to a stage where I felt like I need to be Muslim and I need to help my family learn that this is the truth, because we've been misguided, you know. I remember my mum was like, I used to go to church all the time. My mum was in her Bible, and I remember like the day where I was playing a talk, and she was mentioning books of the Bible. I mean, like Jesus and Maryam. My mum said, "Wow, what talks that you're listening to? Is that ain't that a Muslim? Ain't you on the Muslim thing now?" I said, "It's a Muslim talk." I said, "Yeah, but they mentioned Jesus." And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, I'll listen to that one then." So she felt comfortable, so she took it and she listened to it. And then after she listened to it, she said, I like this talk. And then I gave her a next one, and it was a debate between a Christian and a Muslim. And I remember it was a guy called Ahmed Didat, and it made her, she found herself siding with the Muslim more than the Christian. And she wouldn't have realized that before. Do you understand? But guidance is from Allah, you know. Guidance is from Allah. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam couldn't even get his own uncle to become a Muslim, like from his own words and through dawah. That was as an example from Allah showing us that hidayah, guidance, comes from Him alone. So, like I said, anything, you just do good. And I'll say, like, pray to God. Even if you're not Muslim, pray to God. Like, say, God, guide me. I want help with what I'm about to do next, with my decision making. And if you make a sincere prayer like that, then that's what He's going to do. He's going to guide you, and He's going to help that situation.
Well, obviously, aside from all the stuff we do with the charity work, you're also, obviously, like I mentioned before, you're big into films as well.
Yeah,
Obviously, the whole intent. I see someone asking before about when Intent 3 is coming out.
The film's been like Nicky and that said the Intent 3, but film, I've been doing film, like I said, since '98. So I've been in the film industry since '98. I've been TV shows. I've done how many films and TV shows, especially when I was younger. I've done all the TV shows from The Bill, EastEnders, to Law and Order, Hobie, The Fixer. Then I started doing films, Cherry Tree Lane, Starred Up, Another Hood. Done loads of films.
Wait. So when you done the BBC thing or the British broadcasting thing, what was that the start of everything? Like, did you get loads of opportunities from there? Yeah. Oh, okay then.
So I got an agent from that, and then I got so when you got an agent from there, that's when they start hitting you up. There's a film role, there's an offer, there's a this, and then obviously I stopped for a while, when I went to Egypt and all that. And then when I came back from Egypt, I got back into it. I didn't at first. At first, I wasn't going to, because I don't want to be a part of that industry because of my faith.
Okay,
and
you
then,
felt it was contradictory?
yeah, not that I felt it was contradictory. I didn't want to. I felt it was
distraction.
It was distraction, and it was compromising. There's things that could compromise. Do you understand? Like you're working long hours, you're in certain spaces. So that was it. And then the reality of life. I read a quote like, "I need money to live, but I don't live for money." You know, when you come from a certain background, like I was like, you see, I was all in on the deen, like, you know, I don't need money, I don't care about clothes no more. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. But then when you go to get married, the sister's gonna ask you, "How are you gonna provide?"
Exactly.
And then dad wants to know, "Are you gonna provide for my daughter? Like, do you have this? Do you have that?" And you realize, this iman ain't enough. Man, these jobs, like it's real. Like, and I was thinking, wow, but I used to make. And then my agent called me, and the first one of the films he showed me, I was like, let me read the script. So I read the script. I was like, okay, this is cool. I can do this. Alright, yeah, I'll do it. So I went and done that job. That was a film, Cherry Tree Lane. And then there was the next one. I was like, and I'd always just check my script. I'd always just check my roles. What does my character have to do? Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even really care what anyone else's character's doing, as long as my character. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then the intent, I remember the intent. I remember saying to them, like, listen, I can't have the love interest role. And it's like, no, yeah, I think Scorcher's character's gonna do it. I said, yeah, cool. Alright. And bang that one out. But everyone knows me, like, what I'm like and all that. So now kind of gone into more creating, like directing. I directed a lot of features, a couple features now. And yeah, if it's the right role and all that, the right job. And yeah.
On topic, someone even asked, what advice can you give to the young brothers that are also Muslim trying to navigate through the industry? 'Cause like I said before, it is kind of compromising, isn't it?
Yeah, like, and do you know what it is? One thing though, like, you see what I think is like, there's so much layers to this, because it's one thing of, when something easily comes, it easily goes.
Yeah.
So don't ever kill yourself. You see, a lot of times a person will go, right, I'm dropping everything, I'm Muslim. Tomorrow they got full bomb bed, they're in the masjid every day. But that came too easy. So a month after that, they might just go all the way back the other way. You have to allow your heart to turn. Do you understand? You have to allow your heart to turn at the right pace. So it comes solid and then it don't. Do you understand? So like with me, I've been like, some of the things that I've done and where I've stayed in a certain lane, there's people who might practice and say, you should even be in them spaces. I say, look, I'm alright in this middle way. Because I don't want to kill myself and make my religion feel like a burden where I black out. And then you throw in the towel. I saw people throw in the whole towel.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it's just all too much for them.
Because they jumped in the deep
They
end.
jump too much in, and a lot of times it happens like, so I say like, take the right steps, but there's certain things though that you can't compromise your foundation. Do you understand? Because some things is going to make the difference between your hellfire and your
So what do you
paradise.
say is the foundation?
That's what I said. I see, like the prayer. That's your paradise and hell. To me, like that's like I would tell, like, you know, like people, like, I'm not gonna look at a sister and say, oh, astaghfirullah, where's your hijab? It's not my business. Like that's her relationship with her God and her journey. I'm not gonna look at the man and say, bro, astaghfirullah, why are you smoking that? It's not my business. He's on his journey. Do you understand? I don't know everyone's sin, but one thing that I don't mind standing up. If man says he's not praying, I say, you better get up and pray. Because that's the difference between the hellfire and paradise. That's the first thing we're judged on. Like that one, there's no option. That one's like, that's like man asking me if you're praying. It's like asking, what, do you brush your teeth? It's like, is it an option? Man, we have to. So what we have to do is install that in us. And then the reason why I say that's my advice to anyone is to start praying is because you see prayer, every time you pray you're saying, oh Allah, the most merciful, the beneficent, the owner of the world, the owner of the universe, the owner of the day of judgment. You alone do we worship, you alone do we ask for help. And the help I'm asking you for is to guide me to the straight path. Guide me to the path that earns that you favoured, and not the one of those path of those who earn your anger or those who have gone astray. He's saying that, Ameen, and you're going. If you say that every day, keep saying it. Allah's gonna guide you. Exactly, because of how much units in each prayer. But if you keep saying that with a sincere heart, Allah's gonna guide you. That's the main thing. Keep asking Him, guide me, guide me, guide me. Keep knocking on that door. Keep knocking on that door. Keep knocking on that door. Say, guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me.
Even like there was even a story about like before like the prayers initially were meant to be way more than 5 a day.
Yeah, it was 50.
Yeah.
And then He brought it down.
Can bring it down by five.
Yeah, there was many things that different. There was drinking alcohol before, and first it just got to don't drink before pray.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said everything. Look at it came in sequence.
Yeah.
Nothing's cold turkey.
Yeah.
So don't treat yourself like it's like I go back to Aisha said if they gave us the rule straight away we'd have all ran away. Do you understand?
But faith first.
You have to faith first, and you have to develop the relationship. You know, if you look at a husband and wife today, the husband could say to his wife anything. I need this, I need that. She'll do it for him. That's my husband. I'm in love. But if we go back, the first day he ever laid eyes on her and asked her to do something, she'd look at him and go, "What? Who do you think?" But he had to build a relationship, and they had to fall in love and develop, and that's why now she'll do anything for that man. So yeah, that's what you have to do. Definitely.
What advice would Belal give himself at 19?
At 19.
Well, 19. That's like the year after. No, that's like 3 years after you done the BBC thing.
A few years after, at 19. Do you know what? I say, wait. Do you know what? Because I don't like to change anything, because everything happens the way it was meant to have happened, innit? Yeah. But I would say like we got to find the balance between moving in haste and delaying. So like haste, like rushing to things, and then delaying. So like for example, like there's 3 things that we shouldn't delay.
Okay.
In Islam, so they say when it's time to pray, you should pray.
Yeah.
Don't delay it. That's the salah. When it's the janazah, when someone dies, we should pray the janazah, bury them and pray the janazah. Don't delay it. And the 3rd thing is marriage. So these 3 things you shouldn't delay. When you're of age, you should get married.
What's of age though?
So of age is like 7, 18, 19, 20, 21. However, also don't move in haste. That don't mean, do you understand? Hastiness is from the shaitan. So don't just go, oh, there's a woman, I'm going to marry her.
So they say you shouldn't delay marriage though?
Yeah, you shouldn't delay marriage.
So like as soon as you're old enough to get married, you should get married?
Yeah, 100%.
With the right woman, of course.
But with the right person.
I mean, the marriage thing is like, I feel like that's like, for a lot of Muslims, that's kind of like the grey area for a lot of people. Like they don't really know how to go around it, especially like obviously you can't really be dating, but at the same time in this day and age as well, like just finding someone and getting married straight away is harder than ever.
So I say don't. That's why I say don't do it in haste. But I would say those 3 things don't delay, because they're protection. They're good. It's a good. Yeah.
If you, Belal, was a leader of a Muslim country, what would be the first thing he would do?
If I was a leader of a Muslim country, boy, I'd make not praying like a crime. And then we're going. I'm the leader. We're on our way. We're on our way. Philistine.
Yeah, freedom, man.
We're on our way.
But you see what you said about you make not praying a crime, yeah? But like, don't you think that would lead to like people like doing it for the wrong reasons? Yeah?
No, I wouldn't make it a crime like that. But I mean, like like as in, so like you see, like in Mecca. When it's the call to prayer,
you can't go anywhere.
Everyone closes their shops, the burger stands, the coffee machine. Like prayer comes first. I would establish that because some people are working and it's like, oh, I can't pray, I'm at work. Like no, I want it to be established that prayer comes first.
Literally, because people that haven't been to Mecca, like when it's time to pray, like
time to pray.
Do anything.
I've gone to order food, and I'm like, what can I quickly get? No. Adan. I said, there's no Adan yet. It's going in a minute. I said, bro, just maybe a quick. Nah, Adan. That's it. They can't do it.
They're asking what your favourite nasheed is.
My favourite nasheed? Oh my days. I don't really listen to nasheeds like that, you know. But I've got one called Therapy that I listen to. If I listen to it, if I'm on like a treadmill in the gym, that Therapy one, that one gets. But I don't think I made that for the people. I think I made that for myself. Only I get that one. When I'm listening to it, it's like I know what I'm saying. Do you understand? Like I know what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. Like, so I'm like, yeah, this one touches me.
Would you say like your writing process when it comes to your poetry and nasheeds was similar to like when you was rapping back in the day in terms of like?
Not really, because I used to write raps. I've never wrote a poem.
Swear down.
Nah, that one. Now this is just in the head.
Cause I see clips of you like on stage and that, like there's freestyle.
Yeah, but it's not freestyle as in like I'm freestyling on the stage in that moment. Yeah. But at one point it was a freestyle and I've memorized it now.
Okay,
you know
then,
what I mean?
Okay then.
Yeah.
So what? Are you trying to drop it like a 16 or 32 right here, right now? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Boy.
Surely you can cook up something quickly.
Not a freestyle.
Yeah, of course, they don't have to be a freestyle.
Yeah, alright, let me try. But I'll give an example of how I do it then, yeah?
Okay.
And then I'll go into something.
Okay.
So when we was talking earlier, I was thinking like, see when I said I was making the Arafat, the Dawah. So I would make a poem like I would say to myself like, standing on a mountain, looking at my palms, I'm picturing it. Eyes full of water, hours of Dawah. So I don't need to write this, I can imagine it.
Yeah.
So standing on the mountain, looking at my palms, eyes full of water, hours of Dawah. Now they call me Haji, my head shaved bald. I didn't see this coming when I was trapped in school. So that's how, and then I could just keep going. Like, so that's how my first one ever when I was in Egypt was, I said, I found myself in the other side of this world, all for this religion, all for what Allah revealed. You see Belal in a small flat by myself, Quran in between my knees, books piled up on my shelf. Now as I read, memories flash me in my day, everything looks different, so many things have changed. To Belal, now this world doesn't look the same. All the things I used to like, I can't even like again. All the things I was about, I had to leave behind. Ashley was a little boy, Belal's the man I had to find. I always knew there'd come a time when I would cross the line. Knew there was a true religion, that religion wasn't mine. They're looking at me and they're saying the boy's gone crazy. I gave up so much, all for the one that made me. Preparing myself for the angels to come and take me from this terrible world in which you placed me. And the signs were clear for them as they are for me. But they didn't choose to listen, they didn't choose to see. I see the two pass in front of me so clearly. I'm choosing the right side, I'm staying on it firmly. Obviously I'm just another boy from the road, and I find it hard on this path that I chose, but I ain't got a choice now, the realness shows. We all gotta submit, that's just how it goes. I'm a traveller in this world, this is my journey home. I'm not stopping in this life, I'm just passing by. I could achieve all my dreams if I made effort and tried, but this life's only temporary, so that's a waste of time. If they knew what we knew, they'd break down and cry. We can't afford to lose, we gotta be ready to die. Today or tomorrow, that could be my time. I'm not stopping in this life, I'm just passing by. The sky turns black, my future starts to fade. All I have is what I see in front of me today. This could be my last hour, that's the reality. I worry about tomorrow if he greets me. I was a black boy lost till the age of 19. Pick up my first book, I'm inspired now to read. I always had the image of a bad boy in the street, always had a crazy love for Allah inside of me. Now what's the truth for the life of this world? I was sitting there asking myself, cause I could go for money, girls quite easy. I could be a superstar, always seen on TV, but does it make me happy? Does it make me smile? Does this last forever? Just a short while. What happens after the nightclubs, after all the raves, after all the fame, when my name starts to fade, after old age, when my bones starts to fray? What happens after the church or the mosque or the grave? They say the topic of death is depressing. I say it depends on the brother and the vision, cause after these years we're surviving in the prison. I pray there's a life waiting for us in the heaven. Imagine a land of justice and perfection. No more police, politics or politicians. After being in them streets, victim of the system, we're finally free, running around like the children. And this could all be. I know it won't be easy. They say 1 from every 1,000. I want that one to be me. Living in a land of no rain, always good weather. I'm prepared to stop partying today so I could party there forever. And they don't see the vision like I see it. They're caught up in this life, they're lost, so be it. I want to chill with my wife, Moroccan mint tea, visualizing paradise, that's where I want to be. But it's like I got the dunya on my shoulders. The young brothers say they can't rely upon the elders. So they're coming to me with all the questions. MB, what can I do about my unlawful obsessions? And I'll be like, wow, how did I end up here? It's funny how life could turn around within some years. The other day I was trapping, dropping off a sample. Now they say I'm setting an example. Dealing with a handful of sins, trimmed down from a mountain. I'm looking at my past like the gang I rode around in. I'm sipping at the Zamzam fountain with my ihram around my aura and my brown skin, cause I am just a black Kunte Kente. House slave, field slave, young Daniel son and Muhammad is my sensei. We were spending money in Versace. Alhamdulillah.
Nah, that was beautiful still. Someone said I need this in my ears every day on God. Who knows what that poem's called? Is that available? Because people listen to that? Or is that not out?
No.
Right.
No, not really. There's bits of it. No.
Yeah, I'm so gassed for this duo. Deep. Wow, mashallah. Wallahi. My son said wallahi, I'm clapping. Bro, you can't hear you, bro. You can't hear you, bro. Oh, yeah. It's time for Isha, innit?
Yeah, we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, what better way to end it than print Ishas, literally, bro.
Yeah.
Someone edit that, add, drop it, run it back. God bless you, Billy, your platform is so good, man. I might as well just play Isha and then lock it off, innit?
Yeah.
We'll do quick.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you want to do? Yeah, same more. Alright, shout, you're not telling me, man. Alright, chat, make sure you print your Isha alongside us as well, man. Flipping next. Warm in there, innit? Bare warm still. We need that clipped. Bro, you lot clip it then.
I can't lie, this one's a hard one, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, I needed this one. So.
What's this one?
Let me see that. No, I don't want to see. What's it? Persian vanilla?
Like a natural kind of a Ramadan edition.
Yeah, actually, no one would have get something like that.
6 stream, I can't lie. Yeah, nah, it was good still. I wish it could have been longer, but 2 hours 40 though, man. Decent still. 3 hours. I consider we finished late as well, Billy, if you can drop the full stream on YouTube. Yeah, obviously, I drop all my streams on YouTube. That's why I don't get why you man ask me that. Like, when I've ever done a stream, name drops on YouTube, bro. Billy, your platform's so good, alhamdulillah. Keep it up, bro, honestly. Best stream I've watched, wallah. Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's good, man. Chat, it's all about balance, man. It's all about balance. There's that Potter's manager. Love this stream. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it as well, man. Happy you lot enjoyed it still. But yeah, chat, I'm about to play Isha, man. So make sure you got play Isha as well. While we're playing Isha. Did you hear about the Aiden Ross KSI beef? Alright, brother, come on now, come on. Save that for next stream, man. You can't see him in my phone, bro. You can't ask me about Aiden Ross when I'm wearing my phone, bro. Billy, shout you from Mossad, love G. That killed me when man feel they need to put the area. Man have to let you know where they are, bro. How did Belal first meet Tammy Abraham? I didn't even know they know Tammy Abraham. I chat though, man. That was a good stream though, Star. Can't lie, that was lit. Mashallah. But chat, you don't even answer my question before. What do you not think of the fit, man? You don't think of my phone? I got it from Nigeria, tailor made for me. What do you think of my phone?
Clean. Where's that?
Clean still.
Definitely West Africa.
Yeah, nice still.
Yeah, proper.
That's straight, man. I just came back from it the other day.
Yeah, proper. Mashallah.
Well, Neon got banned. Swear that Neon got banned. I never even knew that. Fit is a 9. When I call him your uncle, you know. I swear that Neon got banned. On what? On kick? Magic opportunity.
Yeah, that's my Nigerian brother, Tammy.
Oh, yeah, you know Tammy Abraham, innit?
Yeah, that's my brother, man. They got Tammy, man. It's my bro.
Is you great? I'm ready still.
that's the exact suit from that, innit?
Yeah.
Just your head you could lie down.
That must be your brother. Yeah, them white man are small. So they're light. It's like horse jockeys.
That's what I got bread.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين والتين وزيتون وتور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Chat. Yeah, man. This pronunciation is very good on me. Yeah, man. Assalamu alaikum, man. Chat. Yeah, man. Belal, appreciate you for coming, my bro, man.
You still alive?
Yeah. That's
Really?
Yeah, man. Inshallah, we could do a part 2 one day. Again, we could definitely a lot more to get through. But yeah, man. Got anything else you want to say? Anything you want to promote to the people? If you got coming up?
Film, Faith, starring my brother Hope. The book Faith re-release. What else? We've got a new film up, Nas. We're shooting this year. And listen, there's not too much plans because death is around the corner. It comes unexpectedly, so we take every day as it comes. That's the truth. Alhamdulillah.
So yeah, chat. Love, man. We're gone.